What's up, guys? Sorry about sorry about that. Oh man, I was eating some dinner and wasn't able to start the clock in time. But hopefully you're all doing well, and hopefully you're all having yourselves a great day. Let me pull up the game, man. I'm like all out of sorts now. I'm literally all out of sorts. Let's Sorry about this, guys. I want to put the channel on. Let's see. Yeah, I apologize about that, guys. That is tough. All right. Well, because it's ESPN, they're also not starting on time either, so that kind of makes it a little bit nice. Yes. Okay. Hello. What's up, guys? My name is Jason Joseph. This is Play by Play with JJ. Thanks for all coming on here. Again, I apologize about being a little bit late to start off the countdown timer and all that sort of stuff. I was having some dinner and I was doing some other stuff, got caught up with other work, and now we're here. Now we're here. Now we're on here, and we're talking about the Phillies. All right. So, look, they're gonna try to go for the sweep tonight, and I think that they can most definitely do it. The only thing is that um, Jose Urquidy is gonna have to like lay an egg tonight, and the Phillies are gonna have to really do as much as they possibly can to try to get to him early on. And I like the way that the lineup is positioned tonight. I think that they could do a really good job with 1 through 9. I'm stumbling on my words. I apologize about that. But yeah. Oh, dude, yeah, no problem. No problem. I appreciate you for coming on here, dude. Always had to be sure to give you a follow, my guy. Yeah. So I think that the main thing with the Phillies tonight is the mindset has to be okay. We're still in Houston. We can't get ahead of ourselves. We still have a job to do. And I also find interesting how Dusty Baker went with a different type of a lineup tonight from start to bottom. But and we'll get to that in just like 2 seconds or so. But the bats just have to continue to do a really good job. Bailey Falter's going to have to give you 5 innings tonight. I liked how Zach Wheeler and Aaron Nola didn't necessarily have to rely a whole lot on the bullpen. So now you have a bullpen that's fully rested. So God forbid, and just in case Bailey Falter can't go 5 innings or so, well, you can afford to have a bullpen game. So because now you have a lot of people that are rested up. All right, so let's talk about the starting lineups really quickly. So, for the Phillies, they have Bryson Stott leading things off over at second base. Trey Turner is batting at shortstop. He's hitting second. Kyle Schwarber hitting third. He's out in left field. Nick Castellanos is playing out in right field. Brandon Marsh out in center field. JT Realmuto over at the catcher position. Alec Boehm's over at first base. Cody Clemens is over at the DH spot, and Mundo Sosa is the third baseman. So once again, it's Stott over at second base, Turner over at shortstop, Schwarber hitting third in left field, Castellanos, the cleanup hitter, out in right field, Brandon Marsh out in center field, Real Mutos, catcher, Bohm, first base, Clemens, DH, and Sosa over at third. And I did not get this set up. I'm such an idiot. I cannot believe that I literally forgot to do this too. My iPad's not ready. My my computer's not ready. My gosh, we're all out of sorts today, but that's all right because we're here and we're hanging in there. I was like I was a little bit blown away because I was actually watching the Sacramento Kings game, and that was, I mean, congratulations to the Golden State Warriors. You know, they are just they actually just out rebounded that team. So, and that was the main reason why that they won. Steph Curry was doing Steph Curry type of a thing. So I don't know, but they got beaten up on the glass, and we can talk about basketball a whole nother time. But the point is that I was just so locked in on basketball because I just can't wait for tomorrow. We're doing Sixers Celtics game one, and that's going to be a lot of fun. And hopefully, Joel Embiid is going to be added, and he'll be able to play because that would be really nice. Um, okay, so let's get the iPad all set up too. And let's take a sip of this. If you guys are new to my channel, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe. Hit the bell icon too, so that way you know when I upload. I hope you guys have had yourselves a great Sunday. I know that the weather's not so nice over here, but hopefully it's really nice by you guys, you know. Hopefully the weather is enjoyable and that you guys are doing well. Let's get everything all uploaded over here. Let's also see how many people we have on here in the chat. We got 9 people on here. Nice. Cool stuff. Look at the Astros. Every single year, it's just like the Yankees just fall to the Astros. Bro, where are the trash cans at? No. They have these, like, they have this whole animation about the Astros. And I'm sorry, but, like, where are the trash cans at? We need the cameras and also the buzzers. Oh, my gosh. The buzzers, man. This is what happens. All right, so let's refresh this, refresh this, refresh this, and refresh this. Okay. All right, I think we're ready to start playing some baseball. All right, so once again, we'll talk about the starting lineups again really quickly for the Phillies. So they're batting first. Bryson Stott's over at second base. Trey Turner's over at shortstop. Kyle Schwarber out in left field. Castellanos in right field. Marsh in center. JT batting sixth. He is behind the plate. Alec Bohm is over at first. Cody Clemens gets another start tonight. He's in the DH spot. And then Mundo Sosa is batting ninth, as he is the third baseman for the Phillies in tonight's game. So Jose Urquidy will be on the bump. Well, and he's been struggling as of lately. He went 2 2/3 of an inning against the Tampa Bay Rays, and he allowed 6 earned runs. And then before that outing, he lasted 4 1/3 of an inning and allowed 4 earned runs. It's interesting because the Phillies have a lot of right-handers in this lineup tonight, and that's because right-handed batters are actually hitting .355 against him, and they've already hit 3 home runs on the season. So that's been, the main strategy. All right. This is ESPN game night. Okay, here we go. Bryson Stott with the first pitch, and that is fouled off towards the third base side. As far as defensive alignment goes, we have Martín Maldonado behind the plate for the Astros. Over at first base is Jose Abreu. Second base is Rylan Bannon. And the 0-1 pitch to Stott as that's up high and outside. And then over at third is Alex Bregman. At shortstop is Jeremy Pena. And we'll get to the outfield in just a few seconds. And the 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss on a changeup at 87 miles per hour. Then out in left field, we got Yordan Alvarez, and Jake Myers is in center field, and Kyle Tucker's in right field. That's the defensive alignment for the Houston Astros. The 1-2 pitch is line foul by Bryson Stott. Stott has 38 hits this season, which is actually tied for third in the MLB. And 23 of those 15 of those 38 hits are with 2 strikes, which does lead Major League Baseball. The 1-2, up high and outside for ball 2. Stott also 5th in the league in batting average. And that's the main reason why he's been batting in the top part of the lineup. 2-2 pitch, that's sliced foul down the third base line. A changeup at 87 miles per hour. Yeah, I think that they can definitely complete the sweep. All right, so It's a beautiful night out in Houston as the sun is shining in right field and even towards the pitcher's mound as they opened up the roof at Minute Maid Park. 2-2 pitch, that's fouled back again. And then there's a lot of shadows on the left field side. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Bryson Stott. 7 pitches in this at-bat. Urquidy with the 2-2 pitch. Up high and outside for ball 3. Oh, I'm going to tell you that Houston's probably, or that the Phillies are probably going to win, in my opinion. And the payoff pitch. Another foul ball down the left field line, that is, and that goes out of play. Yeah, I'm going to say Phillies in this game. And I'm not even trying to be biased or anything. I just think that the Phillies are the better team. 3-2 pitch to Stott. There's a line drive out to left field, and Alvarez gets underneath it, and he'll make the catch for the first out of the inning. 1 down for the Phillies as Bryson Stott flies out to left field. The Astros coming into today, they are 14-13 on the season, and the Phillies, well, the main story for them is that they've won 4 in a row as they've beaten Seattle twice, and they took the first 2 games of this series. They are 15-13 on the season. Of course, no problem, man. Trey Turner comes up into the batter's box on the first pitch. He seizes a fastball right down the middle. And it's really funny because the 1 through 3 hitters throughout this entire series haven't been able to produce a lot of hits. The 0-1 pitch. There's a fly ball out to shallow right center field. Tucker calls off the center fielder, but then the center fielder is able to make the catch. Jake Myers, that is. So Myers and Tucker are doing a good job of communicating. And there's 2 outs. And that'll bring up Kyle Schwarber. What's up, Aiden? Yeah, I think Alabama's going to go deep too, my guy. I do. All right. Here's Kyle Schwarber, and the first pitch is a curveball that is just below the knees, according to the home plate umpire. Schwarber has a 102 OPS. The 1-0 pitch. That is up, or on the upper third part of the strike zone on the outside corner for a called strike. So it's 1 ball, 1 strike to Kyle Schwarber. Nobody on, 2 outs in the top of the first inning. The Phillies won the first game of this series 3-1 and took game 2 yesterday by a score of 8-1. And the next pitch, that's hit out to center field, and Jake Myers is there to make the catch for out number 3. Meant to say 6-1. So 1, 2, 3 go to Phillies, and we go to the bottom of the first inning as the Astros are coming up to bat. All right. Let's get resituated over here. Let's update the scoreboard first of all. Again, I want to apologize for not starting the countdown timer tonight. I lost track of time and was doing some other stuff, so it happens. But I do apologize about that. I always like to start it just to, see who's coming on and that type of stuff. But tonight we just weren't able to do it. If you guys are new to my channel, though, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and hit the notification bell icon. We go live for almost every single Phillies game. We also do Sixers games as well. We'll be on tomorrow night for the Sixers-Celtics Game 1 of the Eastern Conference semifinals. And, yeah, man, Panthers with the early lead over the Bruins. Oh, dude, I forgot to turn that game on. I want to have that on in the background. I was watching the Golden State-Sacramento Game 7. And this was the other Game 7 I wanted to watch. I was really bummed that Golden State won. But that's how it goes, Sacramento put up a really good fight throughout the series, and they took them to 6 games. And Golden State just outplayed them. Out-rebounded them, and that was the business. All right, so let's turn that on. There we go. All right, we go to the bottom of the first. All right, so Jeremy Pena will be leading things off for the Astros. He's over at shortstop. Alex Bregman over at third base, batting second. Yordan Alvarez in left field, batting third. Jose Abreu is the cleanup hitter, and he's over at first base. Kyle Tucker's out in right field. David Hensley will be the DH for tonight's game. Jake Myers out in center field. Rylan Bannon is over at second base, and Martin Maldonado will round things up batting ninth. So Corey Julks gets the night off out in left field, and Jeremy Pena is batting leadoff, which is very interesting for sure. So Pena, Bregman, Alvarez, Abreu, Tucker, Hensley, Myers, Bannon, and Maldonado. And there's Bailey Falter, who in 5 starts this season has a 4.5 ERA in 28 innings and has struck out 17% of the batters that he's faced. And Jeremy Pena will be the first victim of Bailey Falters, as the first pitch is right at the knees for a called strike. Jeremy Pena homered in 2 games straight. And the 0-1 pitch to Pena, way up high for a ball. How about Shohei Ohtani with 7 home runs now on the season? Was able to get another one today. Falter with the signs and the 1-1 pitch to Pena. Swing and a miss on a changeup at 84 miles per hour. So the Phillies, they are going to Los Angeles tomorrow night. Well, they're going to get on the flight tonight. And they play the Dodgers for a 3-game set out in L.A. The 1-2 pitch. There's a line drive back up the middle, and it gets past the diving glove of Bryson Stott out into center field. And a leadoff single by Jeremy Pena to start off the bottom of the first inning. That was a hot shot right back up the middle. And it actually hit the mound, the back of the mound. And it was really nice. Oh my gosh, look at the home plate camera view. That was nice. That's really cool. All right, so Pena takes a lead off over at first base. Hi, Jess. Haven't seen you on here in a while. Alex Bregman steps into the batter's box, and the first pitch he sees is a ball that's up high and outside. Bregman hitting .214 on the season with 3 homers and 12 RBI. He was starting to get things going, but didn't have the best day yesterday. The 1-0 pitch, way outside for ball 2. The Phillies are 3.5 games back in the NL East behind the Atlanta Braves. And the Astros, well, now they're 2.5 games behind the Texas Rangers, who lead the division in the AL West. 2-0 pitch, up high for ball 3. So 7 pitches so far by Bailey Falter. He's been started off the season really well as one of the Phillies' best pitchers, and then it's gone through a little bit of a slump. Jordan Alvarez waits on deck. It's 3 balls, no strikes to Bregman. Pena's over at first. Nobody out, and the 3-0 pitch on the outside corner for a called strike. It was a good fastball that he just located on the outside part of the plate. JT with the signs. Falter looks back at first. 3 seconds left on the pitch clock on the 3-1 pitch. That's just fouled back on 91 mile per hour 4-seam fastball down the middle of the plate. And Bregman just caught a piece of it. Every time I've been seeing Bregman coming up to the plate for almost the most part of the series, he looks like he's been a little bit late on the fastballs. And the timing's a little bit off. Payoff pitch coming right up. It's also pitch number 10. Throw back over to first base, though, is not in time to get Jeremy Pena. Three balls, 2 strikes. Falter tried to get Pena caught. The 3-2 pitch up high for ball 4, and Pena was going, but no throw was drawn as we have a single and a walk to start off the bottom of the first inning. So just like that, within the blink of an eye, Bailey Falter is in a little bit of a jam. And Jordan Alvarez will step up to the batter's box. It's funny because on the graphics they said that the bases were loaded, and now they just corrected it. Alvarez, 6 home runs, which does lead the Astros 27 RBI. He leads that category as well for the team. Between Alvarez and Tucker, they've just been crushing the baseballs. It's a lefty on lefty here. Falter with the first pitch, way up high and inside, a fastball at 90 miles per hour, and now time is called, and JT certainly wants to talk things over. That's what he's going to do. And now is probably a good time to talk about the crew chief. So right behind home plate, we got Ryan Addington. Over at first base is Dan Merzel. At second base is Lance Barksdale, and over at third is Will Little, who was the home plate umpire in last night's game. Yesterday evening, I should say. It was really just a late afternoon, but anyhow, regardless, everybody goes back to their spots. The sun is shining as the roof is lifted up. It was not the case on Friday. Phillies lead the series 2-0. Falter gets set. Looks back at second base. It's 1 ball, no strikes to Alvarez, and the pitch. Just at, it looked like it was at the knees. It was a slider at 83 miles per hour, but Falter did not get the call. He did not get the call. Pena's over at second base. He got on with a leadoff single. Bregman's over at first. He got on with a walk. There's nobody out in the bottom of the first inning. It's scoreless. Alvarez with the 2-0 pitch. He takes that one high and inside for ball 3. So Falter cannot find the strike zone in this at-bat. A sold-out crowd at Minute Maid Park on this beautiful Sunday evening out in Houston. Not necessarily in Voorhees, New Jersey. The 3-0 pitch to Alvarez. Inside and high for ball 4. And that'll load the bases with still nobody out. Back-to-back walks issued by Bailey Falter, and, a guy who lifetime has been very dominant with the bases loaded, Jose Abreu, comes up into the batter's box. It's been over 180 plate appearances since he hit his last home run. Abreu with 11 RBI on the season, a .243 batting average, and a .555 OPS. The first pitch he sees is right down the middle for a called strike. A curveball at 74 miles per hour. Abreu spent his career with the Chicago White Sox as he made his debut back in 2014. Now he's on the Astros. The 0-1 pitch. That's sliced foul. And it goes over towards the first base dugout and out of play. Abreu will call time here. Once again, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell icon too, so that way you know when I either go live or when I upload for a Phillies game. We will also have a post-series, post-game show tonight after the game is over at around 11:30. No balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch to Abreu. He lines that one foul down the first base line. Oh, Raz, thanks for coming on, my guy. I appreciate it. If you guys are also watching me on Facebook Live, on Twitch, or on Twitter, make sure that you leave me a review, and also be sure to comment down below and leave me a follow as well. No balls, 2 strikes to Abreu with the bases loaded, nobody out, and the ground ball over to shortstop. The throw over the second, there's 1. The throw over to first is in. Plenty of time for a 6-4-3 double play, but a run does come in to score, and it's Jeremy Pena as he will go to home plate, and now the Astros have a 1-0 lead. Good pitch by Bailey Falter. And Jose Abreu just grounded into a 6-4-3 double play. It was a great turnaround by Bryson Stott to make a good throw over to first base. And Pena does score. Going over to third base is Yordan Alvarez. So now there's a runner over at third. The Astros lead 1-0, and Kyle Tucker will take the first pitch up high for a strike, or for a ball. Sorry. Tucker this year batting .277 with 5 homers and 19 RBI. I actually said that coming into the season that he might be a finalist for MVP. The 1-0 pitch. Check swing, foul ball down the third base line, and it will find the seats. that camera behind home plate for ESPN, that is really nice. For sure. I don't know how they got that view. The 1-1 pitch, just a little bit up high. And it's ball 2. Can't get any closer than that. That's like MLB The Show action. It's cool. 2 balls, 1 strike. Falter lines up, and the pitch. That is on the outside corner for a called strike. I can't tell if that's just a green screen effect or if that's just the lighting from the way that the sun is shining on Bailey Falter's jersey. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch to Tucker. It's outside for ball 3. Tucker has been a really good hitter for the Houston Astros and was one of the main reasons why the Astros did so well in the World Series, just to get there. The payoff pitch to Tucker. It's popped up towards shallow left field. Sosa goes into foul territory, and he tries to make the backhanded catch. And I tell you, I think that he probably should have caught that, as it ended up hitting the foul ball net. But Sosa just got there, and he couldn't decide if he should backhand it or go with maybe a basket catch, and just could not get over there. Yeah, he definitely should have caught that. But regardless, yep, it was just out of, it was within his reach. He just missed it. JT Realmuto grimacing, and the 3-2 pitch. There's a foul ball over towards the third base side, and Sosa this time runs out of room. So it was almost towards the same spot, but it goes about 5 rows in, and it gets past the net. All fastballs in this at-bat, pitched by Bailey Falter. He has thrown 7 pitches, and it's either been 92 miles per hour or 91 miles per hour. Alvarez is over at third. Pena came in to score as Jose Abreu grounded into a 6-4-3 double play. That was with the bases loaded. And the 3-2 pitch. There's a high fly ball out to right field. That's going back to the warning track. And Castellanos gets underneath it and will make the catch. Tucker just got underneath the pitch. 1 run and 1 man left, and we go to the top of the second inning as the Phillies trail 1-0. Thought maybe that was going to get out of here, but even Kyle Tucker thought to himself, I think I just got underneath that. And he did. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe if you guys are new to my channel, and also hit the bell icon too so that way you know when I upload and when I go live. Again, I do apologize that we got started a little bit late. We did not start the countdown timer, but it's all right. We're here, but I do apologize for those of you that have been waiting for a long time because that's not usually like me. I'm usually really good with my time, so. But yes, a 26-pitch inning. A 26-pitch inning. We got 27 people on here watching. That's really nice. I'm sure that not all 27 of you are subscribed to my channel, so feel free to like, feel free to subscribe, and hit the bell icon. Yo, what's up, Aaron? Thanks for coming on here, my guy. I appreciate it, dude. How you doing? Aaron Hook, everybody. Aaron, I got to give you a shout-out, man. So for those of you that don't know, so I always tell this to everybody that is like just subscribed to my channel. So I graduated from Rowan University, and I used to broadcast games for the Delaware Bluecoats and for the Wilmington Blue Rocks. The Bluecoats are the G League affiliate of the Philadelphia 76ers, and I also did stuff for the Wilmington Blue Rocks while I was in school. I called games for them. They're the high A affiliate of the Washington Nationals. Go listen to Aaron Hook, man. He's been really crushing it as far as broadcasting goes for the Wilmington Blue Rocks. He also got a chance to call the NBA G League Finals, and, man, he did a really good job. Seriously. He's been incredible. So, Make sure that you subscribe to his channel. I'm gonna get him on sometime. I've been meaning to get him on. But we'll talk about that, Aaron. I just appreciate you for coming on here, dude. What's up, Icy? How we doing, man? I mean, the Phillies are losing 1-0. Dude. Oh, the Knicks. Yeah, I apologize about that performance today. I did get to watch that too, and I'm sure that was frustrating. Your wife went to Glassboro? Oh my gosh, that's so cool. All right, so Nick Castellanos comes up as he's in the batter's box, and it's a 2-0 count to Castellanos. Nick is hitting .324 this season. He has a red-hot bat, 4 homers, and the 2-0 pitch. That's on the inside corner for a called strike. Jose Urquidy is out there for his second inning of work. As I mentioned before, he struggled in his last 2 outings. Gave up 6 earned runs against the Tampa Bay Rays. 2-1. A changeup that was low, but Castellanos decides to take a hack at it, and now it's a 2-2 count. Urquidy gets the signs from Maldonado and the 2-2 pitch. In the dirt for ball 3. Another changeup, but it didn't break as much as the previous one did. So it's a full count to Castellanos. The Phillies are still looking for their first hit on the night. They took game 1 of this 3-game set on Friday night by a score of 3-1, and then they won last night by a score of 6-1. The payoff pitch. That's grounded foul towards the third base dugout. Castellanos has had a hot bat as of lately. He hit a 2-run home run in Friday night's game and also hit a solo bomb that ended up on the train tracks. And this pitch, there's a high fly ball out to center field, and coming in to make the sliding catch out in center field is Jake Myers. So it was a high flyer, but Jake Myers had to come running in, and that could have dropped in for a bloop single, but Myers just came in and made a nice sliding catch. And there's 1 gone in the top of the 2nd inning. This is why Myers has been, playing out there in center field, because he can make catches just like that. 1 gone. Marsh comes up, and the first pitch is way up high for a ball. Brandon Marsh, he came in on Friday as the pinch runner for Christian Pache, and Pache ended up leaving the game, as Marsh will hit that one out to right field. And on the run is Kyle Tucker, and he's there to make the catch for out number 2. So, yeah, Christian Pache is going to miss at least the next 2 months, as he has to get surgery. And hopefully he's going to be all right. But Brandon Marsh is now going to get even more playing time. That pitch was right down the middle, and Marsh is actually has been one of the best hitters on this Phillies team. Here's JT Realmuto. He lifts that one high and deep to left field, and that ball is gone. That was right down the pipe, and JT Realmuto ties the game up at 1 apiece. He got underneath the fastball, but it just went miles and miles and miles away. An exit velocity of 95 miles per hour and about a distance of 347 feet. And that was a beautiful swing from JT. That's exactly what the Phillies needed, because they need him to get going. The camera work that they do on the ESPN games, man, that's incredible. Incredible camera work. All right, so Marsh ties the game, or JT Realmuto ties the game up on a solo home run. Marsh did fly out to right field, and now Alec Boehm's coming up. I saw somebody in the chat saying that Alec Boehm is probably going to hit a homer tonight. The 0-1 pitch, right at the knees for a called strike. A 93-mile-per-hour fastball delivered by Jose Urquidy. Both these teams are facing off against each other. It's a 2022 World Series rematch. The 0-2 pitch in the dirt for a ball. Both teams, though, not fully healthy as Jose Altuve, Chas McCormick, and Michael Brantley are out for the Astros. The 1-2 pitch to Bohm. It's grounded foul towards the third base side. And, well, for the Phillies, Bryce Harper is injured. Rhys Hoskins is out. Derek Hall, he's out as well. But the good news about Bryce Harper is that if he gets a good report from the doctor tomorrow, he could actually be back as early as Tuesday of this week. The 1-2, swing and a miss on a slider that was inside and low. And now Bohm goes down swinging, but the Phillies do get one back on the solo home run by JT Realmuto, and we go to the bottom of the second inning, tied up at 1 apiece. So Bryce Harper, apparently if he gets a really good report tomorrow from the doctors, he could be back on Tuesday, DHing. But the ultimate goal for them is to put him back over at first base. But the problem now is going to be, and we'll talk a little bit more about this during a post-game or during the post-series pod tonight, is now Kyle Schwarber and Nick Castellanos are going to have to be playing the outfield even more. So once Bryce is able to go back to first base, if he comes back on Tuesday and he gets a good report from the doctor, which seems likely, but we have to wait and see, Nick and Kyle are going to have to play a lot more in the outfield. So hopefully Bryce can continue to get even more healthy, and then they'll have him over at first base. And then, then they'll be a little bit more flexible. If you guys are new to my channel, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and hit the bell icon as well if you enjoy my Phillies play-by-play commentary. Also, we do Sixers games on here as well. I appreciate the subscription, whoever just did that. Make sure that you shout yourself out because I don't always get the notifications on my phone. And I'll give you a shout-out on here, man. We just hit the 300 mark, I want to say on Friday night. We had like over 70 people on here like throughout the entire time, at least. I think that we had like 120 on here at the end, so that was really nice. It was a lot of fun. This series has been great for the Phillies. You know what I'm saying? And also, Gabe, thank you for doing that, man. If you want to join the Discord server, we will be going on live after the game. I didn't post this yet, but it's going to be at 11:30 tonight. We'll be talking about the Phillies series of what just happened throughout pretty much this entire week. We weren't able to do it for the Seattle Mariners series, but if you want to join the conversation and want to give your thoughts about the Phillies Astros series or just about the Phillies and how they've been doing lately, talk about Bryce Harper or whatever it is, come join the call tonight and I'll get you on. So, how is that y'all have a half game better than us and 4th division and we're second in ours? Because the NL East is really good, my guy. Dream infield, JT, Harper, Stott, Turner, Bohm. That'd be really good. All right, no balls, 2 strikes to Bailey Falter. Oh, they have Kyle Schwarber mic'd up. I don't know if I like that. The 0-2 pitch. There's a high fly ball out to left field. Hensley, who was up at the plate, comes in, and Brandon Marsh tried to make a sliding catch, and it just got right by him. He thought he had it, and going into second base is Hensley. David Hensley is able to get on with a double, and Brandon Marsh was not able to make the sliding catch, and it's just so ironic that Kyle Schwarber has the mic on, and I don't know if Brandon Marsh said anything or whatever, but Marsh and Schwarber had to communicate with one another, and Marsh certainly should have made that catch, but just was not able to do so. It just bounced out of his glove, and that's probably going to be scored as an E8. That's my guess. Here's Jake Myers as he comes up to the plate, and the first pitch is taken down low for a ball. How about Byron Buxton today? He had a 453-foot 3-run home run. That's his 7th on the season, and he has 4 home runs and 9 RBI in his last 5 games. It's pretty insane. So Hensley is over at second base. Phillies are tied at 1 apiece as we're here in the bottom of the second inning. Jake Myers is up at the plate against Bailey Falter. And it's 1 ball, 1 strike to Myers. Kind of wonder, like, when everybody's healthy and Chaz McCormick comes back and Michael Brantley comes back, if Myers will even be getting some playing time. The 1-1. That's right at the knees for a called strike on the outside corner. A changeup at 84 miles per hour. Falter's not necessarily throwing the balls really fast per se, but just locating them in pretty good spots. The 1-2. Swing and a miss on a 92 mile per hour high heater. And that's strike 3. There's 1 gone, and Ryland Bannon is coming up to the plate. He made his major league debut on Friday night as the DH, and now he's over at second base tonight, playing for Mauricio Dubon, who has the night off. Been watching a little bit of the hockey and the NBA playoffs over these last 9 days or so since we last called a Sixers game. As the first pitch is inside and low for a ball to Ryland Bannon. Panthers are up 2-0 against the Boston Bruins in Game 7. 1-0. It's lined down the right field line, and it goes into the seats. So it's a 1-1 game. Phillies are 15-13 on the season. They're 3.5 games behind the Atlanta Braves. 1 ball, 1 strike. Falter looks back over at second, and the 1-1 up high for a ball. Funny part about the Phillies lineup is that the top 3 hitters haven't been hitting the ball necessarily well as of lately, but it's just been about the bottom of the order for the most part, and Nick Castellanos as well. 2-1. Swing and a miss on a nice curveball delivered by Bailey Falter. As that one goes into the dirt, and Bannon was way too early on that. 2 balls, 2 strikes. It's a tie game at 1 apiece in Houston between the Astros and the Phillies in Game 3 of this 3-game set. Hensley is back over at second base. The 2-2 pitch. Another swing and a miss by Bailey Falter. And that's back-to-back strikeouts by Falter as there's 2 gone in the bottom of the second inning. What a nice pitch. It seems like Falter is starting to get himself into a little bit of a groove here. Here we go. And now that'll bring up Martin Maldonado. Maldonado takes the first pitch for a called strike. Well, he's been struggling to say the least. He's hitting 130 on the season. He's 0 for his last 23. And he got hit by a pitch twice in last night's game. The 0-1. That's in the dirt and down low for a ball. Zach Wheeler actually hit him, and it was totally accidental yesterday, and Martin Maldonado had some words for him, and the bench is almost cleared out. And almost started a brawl. Falter looks back at second, and the 1-1. There's a line drive out to right field, and that is going to go all the way over to the head of Nick Castellanos. And just like that, a ground rule double by Martin Maldonado, and that gives the Houston Astros a 2-1 lead as David Hensley comes in to score. So that's his first hit in 24 at-bats. Wow. And it was a pitch that was right down the middle, too, and Maldonado just got a good piece of it at Castellanos. The ball just got over his head. And there's an RBI ground rule double by Martin Maldonado. That makes it a 2-1 game. Astros have retaken the lead. And Jeremy Pena comes up. He's singled to lead off the game. And the first pitch is just a little bit up high for a ball. I'll stay true. Thank you. I appreciate it. 42 pitches so far by Bailey Falter. And we're not even through the second inning yet. The 1-0. It's popped foul behind home plate. Astros scored on, well, Jose Abreu grounded into a 6-4-3 double play, but that was with the bases loaded, and the Astros struck first as Pena came in to score. JT Realmuto would then tie the game back up at 1 apiece in the top of the second. The next pitch by Falter is taken right at the knees for a called strike, so it's a 1-2 count. And Martin Maldonado just gave the Astros the lead back on an RBI ground rule double out to right field. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Maldonado over at second. Falter winds up in the pitch. And he did not get the call as it was outside and low for a ball, and Pena said no thank you. Bregman waits on deck. He walked in his first plate appearance. Falter with the 2-2 delivery. There's a ground ball over to third base, and Sosa gobbles it up, throws over to first in plenty of time for out number 3. But the Astros do retake the lead on the RBI ground rule double by Martin Maldonado, and we go to the top of the third as the Phillies are down 2-1. Okay, so that's a 5-3 ground out. Cool. All right. Don't forget, guys, if you guys are new to my channel, don't forget to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button as well. My name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. We started this channel 4 months ago, and I've been going at it really strong. I think we can get to 320 by the end of today. We'll also be live for the Sixers game tomorrow night, and then we'll be back on for the Phillies game on Tuesday. And we have a tough decision on Wednesday. I haven't decided what to do yet because I know that I'm not going to be really doing a lot of Phillies games as much this week because of the Sixers schedule and how it is, but there is a chance I might be on for both games on Wednesday. There is a chance. So, thank you for the people that just subscribed. Sub goal 400. Yeah, I mean, like, I'm trying to be reasonable, you know, like work the way up, and I don't want to, you know, reach. I mean, you do have to reach for the stars, but, you know, I'm just really happy that you guys have come on here to support me and, you know, join the JJ family. That's really what it's all about. Mitch, oh my goodness. Okay, so Mitch Kofsky, my gosh. Okay, so if you guys haven't done so already, first of all, please go subscribe to Hardcore Sports Network and go subscribe to Mitch Kofsky's channel. He does so much great stuff with WrestleMania. He does stuff for the Eagles and for the Sixers. Please go support my guy. He's one of my great friends. I've known him for quite some time, and I always say that he's welcomed me in with open arms, and I truly mean that. We started this channel 4 months ago, and he actually helped me create this logo. And it's really awesome, and I love it so much. And just got to give him a huge shout-out. But, yes, go follow Mitch Kofsky. Go follow Mitch Kofsky. All right. Maldi actually hit something. He did. He had a ground rule double. He actually, I thought it was a home run at one point, too. Like, I saw him, like, rounding second base, like, trying to go over to third. At this point, you're just going to skyrocket. Best of luck to you. Thank you so much. You're very good at your job. The perfect, I want to read this really quickly. The perfect temperament. Thank you. I seriously do appreciate that from the bottom of my heart. Cody Clemens comes up, and he takes that one out to right field. And Tucker comes in and calls everybody off to make the catch for out number 1. So Clemens is retired to start off the top of the third inning as he flies out to right. He's DHing tonight, and now the number 9 hitter, Edmundo Sosa, will step into the batter's box. He's hitting .309 on the season, 3 dingers, and 7 RBI. He got injured and was out for a couple of weeks, but he's back and healthy, and he's done a very good job at the plate. He has a hot bat. And the first pitch in this at-bat by Urquidy is a sweeper over the middle of the plate for a called strike. No balls, 1 strike, and the pitch to Sosa. Check swing. They don't even appeal over at first base, so it's a 1-1 count. Bryson Stott does wait on deck. He flew out to left field to start off the game. in his first at-bat. The 1-1. Swing and a miss. Sosa was trying to swing for the fences and hit the train track out in left field, but he missed that pitch by a mile. Nobody on, 1 out in the top of the third. The Phillies trail 2-1 against Urquidy and the Astros. And the pitch. That goes back towards the third base dugout. Sosa certainly hit that one very sharply, but it was just a little bit foul. So now the sun is over towards the first base side. And there's a lot of shadows out in left field. The 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss. Another strikeout by Jose Urquidy. And there's 2 gone in the top of the third. That is strikeout number 2 on the evening for Urquidy. And now we go to, we'll flip the lineup card and head back over to Bryson Stott. Shout out to my YouTube channel, friends, forever, 2641 right here. Thank you, man. Shout out to you. All right, Stott takes the first pitch for a called strike. 38 pitches so far by Urquidy, and he is pitching like a Cy Young candidate. It's been really good so far. The 0-1 right at the knees for a called strike, another changeup. He's been throwing a lot of changeups in this inning. Another 0-2 count for Urquidy. And the 40th pitch of the evening coming right up. Here it is. That's lined out to left field, but it's fouled off again. There just has to be some sort of an approach by Bryson Stott where there's 2 strikes on him, and he's just able to foul off pitches. It's like absolutely insane. No balls, 2 strikes, and the 0-2 delivery. Swing and a miss, another curveball by Jose Urquidy, and he retires the side. As we go to the bottom of the third, Astros do lead 2-1 against the Phillies. That pitch was nasty. Whew. Man, oh man, that was a good pitch. I got my mocha frappe. That's why I was a little bit late. I had to get myself one. I needed something to boost up my energy. They're probably not the best for me, but I couldn't resist tonight. How many people we got on here now? Got 35 people. That's pretty insane. I'm sure that not all 35 of you are subscribed to my channel, so don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and hit the bell icon if you enjoy my Phillies play-by-play commentary. Also do Sixers as well. I think we can get to 3:30 by the end of this game. I know I said 3:20, but 3:30, man, that would be really sick. That'd be really awesome. I'm already happy with how we've been growing, but I've been, I have to be a little bit, like that. Oh boy. Is this another Spider-Man? Oh, this is the whole entire Spider-Man collection. Huh. Oh, it's on. Yeah, that's a Disney Plus thing. Phil's got to keep it close until Falter gets into a groove or the bullpen takes over. I mean, Falter is getting into a groove, it seems like. Oh, wait, no, never mind. I forgot to give up the RBI ground rule double. Wasn't really all his fault, though, in that inning, because Brandon Marsh should have made that catch. All right, it's 2-1. Phillies down by 1 as we go to the bottom of the third inning. I'm Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and hit the bell icon. We'll be going on for the Sixers game tomorrow night. Then we're back at it for the Phillies on Tuesday night as they head to L.A., and hopefully when we come back, Bryce Harper will make his Major League debut of this 2023 season. That would be really something. Falter throws the first pitch right at the knees for a called strike to Alex Bregman, who walked in his first plate appearance in the 0-1. That's just on the inside corner, right at the knees for a called strike. Oh, the Bruins just got a goal back. I missed that. Oh, that stinks. The 0-2 pitch. That is fouled off towards the first base side, I should say. And the count still remains at 0-2. Ryan Addington has done a pretty good job behind the plate tonight as the home plate umpire. The 50th pitch by Falter coming up. Here it is. Just a little bit down low for a ball. How about Cal Rowley today with 2 homers? He now has 5 on the season for the Seattle Mariners. Phillies did a good job at pitching to him. And the 1-2 pitch. That's a line drive out to left field. It drops in front of Schwarber for a base hit. And a leadoff single to start off the bottom of the 3rd inning by Alex Bregman. And that's the 2nd time today that he has gotten on base. This is just what he does. He's been doing these types of things throughout his entire career. But he has to just... He's just been very streaky, to say the least, to start off the season. But we know that once he gets things going, he's one of the best third basemen in baseball. Alvarez comes up, and he pops the first pitch up out into left field. That's going back to the warning track, though. Schwarber gets underneath it, and he'll make the catch for out number 2. And it didn't look like it was going to go far. And then I guess the wind, or just with the power that he had, it just picked up so quickly. 1 down in the bottom of the 3rd. So Alvarez will pop out to left field. And Jose Abreu, who grounded into a 6-4-3 double play his last time up, well, he comes up to the plate right now. Falter looks back at first, and the first pitch to Abreu is fouled back behind home plate. Abreu is second on the Astros in hits, but he has 111 at-bats coming into today, which does lead the team. It's a pretty big acquisition during the offseason by the Astros. The 0-1. There's a high fly ball out to right center field. Castellanos gets underneath it, though, and he'll make the catch for out number 2. It was a good pitch by Bailey Falter, too, because he tried to jam him with a fastball, and Abreu got knotted up on that pitch. Two outs in the bottom of the 3rd. Bregman's over at first. Tucker's up at the plate now. Falter looks back at first, and the first pitch to Tucker is outside for a ball. Not too far outside. How about Tucker with an OPS of 846? It certainly means he gets on base a lot. The 1-0 pitch. That ball's lifted up to center field. Marsh says he has it. And he goes over to his right, backs up a little bit to his left, and will make the catch for the 3rd out of the inning. No runs, 1 man left on a leadoff single by Alex Bregman. And we go to the top of the 4th. The Phillies trail 2-1. All right. I will be right back in literally 1 minute. But don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and hit the bell icon if you guys are just tuning into my channel. We'll be right back right before the start of the 4th inning. But I will see you guys very, very soon. Ready. Rangers dropped 15 on the Yanks today. Yeah, I saw that, bro. Josh Chung is a stud. He is good. Ever since I saw him play against the Phillies to start off the season, I knew that he was going to be a good player, but man, he's a baller. He is a ball player. There's Rob Thompson. As Trey Turner will lead things off here in the top of the fourth against Jose Urquidy, who goes back out there for his fourth inning of work, and the first pitch is way up high for a ball. Trey Turner won a World Series with the Washington Nationals back in 2019, along with Kyle Schwarber as well. 1-0. It's outside for ball two. Schwarber also won a World Series with the Chicago Cubs. 2-0 pitch. There's a high fly ball out to left field. It was a high fastball, and Turner just hooks that one foul. With the short swing that he has, when he hits the ball hard, he crushes baseballs. 2-1 pitch. There's a little floater out to left field, and that drops in for a base hit. It was off the end of the bat, hit by Trey Turner. Alvarez gets over to it, but a leadoff single to start off the top of the fourth. Good piece of hitting by Trey Turner. That's a good sign. The one thing that you really have to admire about this lineup, too, with the Phillies is that, if JT is getting hot and Trey Turner's cold, but Al Bohm is hot and Castellanos are hot, then you could have Trey Turner and Kyle Schwarber getting hot, and there's your offense there, too. So, I'm glad the Yankees got killed. I'm a Blue Jays and Astros fan. Oh, you root for the Blue Jays and the Astros. No balls, one strike to Kyle Schwarber. The throw back over to first is not in time. Good job by Dre to get back over to the bag safely. So every pitcher, for those of you that don't know, when they throw off the mound and they throw it back over to first base to try to, pick off the runner, they only get 2 per at-bat. 1 pitch. That's up high and outside for a ball. A 91-mile-per-hour fastball. And thank you for subscribing, whoever just did that. Don't forget to shout yourself out. 47 pitches by Urquidy. Nobody out in the top of the fourth. Urquidy winds up in the pitch. Check swing. Did he go? They appeal over at third base and say that he did not go. Wow, I'm a little surprised. But the third base umpire, Will Little, who was behind the plate in yesterday afternoon's ball game, says no siree. 2 balls, 1 strike to Schwarber. And the pitch. In the dirt. A sweeper at 80 miles per hour. And that'll make it a 3-1 count. The 3-1 pitch. And Schwarber will take that one all the way for a called strike. A curveball at 82 miles per hour. Schwarber has 21 hits on the season and 102 at-bats coming into today. Has walked 16 times. And the 3-2. He takes that one down low, and that's the 17th time that he's walked this season. He does lead the team in walks. And that's a good at-bat by Schwarber. So Turner goes over to second base. There's nobody out in the top of the fourth. The Phillies have runners over at first and second, and that sets the table for Nick Castellanos. I don't understand. You like Patriots instead of Eagles? I don't understand how you like 2 teams. You like the Blue Jays and the Astros. First pitch. And there's a swing and a miss. Nick Castellanos is up at the plate. And the 0-1. Another swing and a miss. That was a changeup at 87 miles per hour. Turner's over at second. Over at first base is Kyle Schwarber. Nobody out in the top of the fourth. Urquidy still on the bump for the Astros. He gave up 7 earned runs in his last outing against the Tampa Bay Rays. The 0-2. That's in the dirt and down low for a ball. Turner takes the lead off at second. Urquidy looks back, and the 1-2 pitch. Little dribbler over to the third base dugout and goes right into the first row. Castellanos homered in last night's game and also homered in Friday's game, too. He went opposite way. Hit a big 2-run home run towards right center field. Last night, he almost hit a ball that landed on the train tracks. The 1-2 pitch. There's a fly ball out to right field. Tucker gets underneath it, and he'll make the running catch for out number 1. Castellanos again going the opposite way, and he made some good contact with it, but just not enough. 1 retired in the top of the fourth. I don't know. I have no idea, my guy. I think he might. Certainly might. Brandon Marsh steps into the batter's box. He's been hitting the ball very well for the Phillies. He did make an error out in center field. I don't know if they ruled it as an error, but he should have made the catch. And Marsh swings and misses at the first pitch. So he's second in the league in slugging percentage, 5th in batting average, and 3rd in OPS. Urquidy gets set and delivers the 0-1. Brandon Marsh held his horses as the curveball was in the dirt. And that was a pretty good take by Marsh. Marsh has faced Urquidy a little bit of times because he played for the Angels throughout most of his career until he got traded last season during the trade deadline. 1 ball, 1 strike. Urquidy looks back over at second. And the pitch. And Marsh will lift that one out to center field. It's still playable. And get underneath it to make the catch. It's the center fielder Jake Myers tagging up and staying put over at second base is Trey Turner. I thought he was going to go over, but it was a good throw by Myers. And there's 2 away. So the 5th man to come up to the plate, JT Realmuto, who hit a solo home run his last time up, he will step up to the plate. Realmuto, 32 years old, stands at 6'1", 212 pounds. And the first pitch is down low for a ball. I remember a couple of years ago when the Phillies got JT Realmuto and they extended his contract, John Middleton said that he wouldn't trade JT Realmuto for even Babe Ruth. 1 ball, no strikes to JT. The next pitch is a little dribbler down the third base line, but it's foul. Panthers are up 2-1 with 2 minutes left in the second period. What a game. What a series that's been. Boston had a 3-1 lead. And now it's a game 7. 1 ball, 1 strike. Urquidy kicks and deals. And it's a swing and a miss by JT on a changeup at 87 miles per hour. It was also a little bit low. But he probably should have swung at it anyways. Good movement on the changeup by Urquidy. Phillies had 2 base runners to start off the inning, and now there's 2 outs. 1 ball, 2 strikes to JT and the pitch. In the dirt, Maldonado blocks it. It just gets out in front of him a little bit, but Turner is not going anywhere. 2 balls, 2 strikes. I mean, and Martin Maldonado did everything he could to just keep it in front of him, and it actually almost ended up hitting his side. But he just got a piece of the right side of the chest pad. Back-to-back changeups thrown by Urquidy. Let's see what he goes with here. He looks back over at second, and the 2-2. Way outside. He went with a sweeper at that time at 82 miles per hour. And what was an 0-2 count is now a full count to JT Realmuto. Urquidy trying to get out of a jam. JT Realmuto, who tied the game before, has a chance to do it again. Payoff pitch. And JT stays alive. It was a changeup, and Realmuto was way out in front of it, but Urquidy didn't get the ball to break as much as he would have liked it to. I think he's going to go out there for the 5th, for sure. Runners over at first and second, 2 outs. Phillies trail 2-1 in the 3-2 pitch. That's popped up towards shallow right field. Getting underneath it to make the catch is Jose Abreu, and he almost collided with the second baseman, Rylan Bannon. But that'll do it. So no runs, 2 men left. The Phillies got 2 base runners to start the inning, and they weren't able to get anybody home as they still trail 2-1, and we go to the bottom of the 4th. Astros lead. All right. Don't forget, guys, if you're new to my channel, be sure you like, be sure you subscribe, hit the bell icon, too, so that way you know when I either A, go live, B, when I upload, C, when I post a highlight video or a YouTube short. And, yeah, we'll be going on after the game tonight for the post-game, or for the post-series pod between the Astros and the Phillies, and then we'll be back on tomorrow night. We will not be doing the Phillies game. We'll be doing the Sixers-Celtics game at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. And then Tuesday we'll be back on for the Phillies. And hopefully we get to see Bryce Harper make his debut. That would be really, really something. That really would be. 500. Aiden said 500. Will Falter stay in for the 5th? Daniel, yes, I believe he is going to stay in. I believe he has to stay in. I mean, he's not pitching terribly, but to be honest with you, he got the last 3 hitters out. You know, it's only the 4th inning. So if he has a shaky 4th inning here, then probably not. But they kind of need him to go 5 innings. You know. So, yeah, so don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe. And also, if you subscribe to my channel, I don't always get the notifications on my YouTube page for some reason, but I will be sure to give you a shout-out if you give yourself a shout-out in the comment section and just say, I don't know, Daniel just subscribed to my channel. And I'll be like, Daniel, got to give you a shout-out for subscribing. Daniel, I'm sure that you probably have subscribed. We've been doing this for 4 months. So, very good. For tonight's post-game series pod, we'll be also taking live phone calls. So if you join the Discord server, Gabe has it posted down below. It's also pinned at the very top of the comments section. Make sure that you join the Discord server, and I'll be sure to get you guys on tonight, and I want to hear you guys voice your opinions. So here we are in the bottom of the 4th, and the first pitch to David Hensley is lined out to left field, and Schwarber gets underneath it to make the catch. 1 pitch, 1 out. There's Dusty Baker, the oldest manager in Major League history to win a World Series ring, and that was last year. That was against the Philadelphia Phillies. It's a World Series rematch. In Game 3 of this 3-game series, Jake Myers takes the first pitch on the outside corner for a called strike. The funny part, too, that everybody also forgets is that the Phillies actually clinched a playoff spot here. Myers lifts that one high and deep to left field, and that ball is not coming back. It's a solo bomb out to left field, and that gives the Astros a 3-1 lead. And this place is ready to erupt. And that's what they do. That was a bomb out to left field, right over the middle of the plate, and Myers did not miss a beat on that pitch. Oof, my gosh. My man showing off his power. That thing was crushed. Jeez Louise. So Myers struck out in the second inning and just extends the Astros' lead 3-1. And Rylan Bannon comes up to the plate. Love when the train goes around. Yeah, man. I wish I had the sound effect. The 0-1 pitch to Pena. Or to Bannon, I should say. He fouls that one off. His stance actually kind of looks a little bit like Pena's, in my opinion. And he just crushed that baseball. The exit velocity on that pitch, they didn't even report how much it was, but I'm sure that was a lot. The ball's 2 strikes, and Bannon just struck out. They didn't even show the pitch. They were stuck on the replay of the home run, and Bannon is retired. 2 gone in the bottom of the 4th inning. It was a pitch clock violation. Yep, that was a pitch clock violation against the batter. So it was an automatic strike 3 called. How about that? That ball wasn't. It wasn't. Here's Martín Maldonado, who gave the Astros a 2-1 lead back in the bottom of the 2nd inning on a ground rule RBI double out to right field. And the first pitch, down low, on a changeup that was at 82 miles per hour. That was the 4th RBI on the season by Martín Maldonado. 2 balls, no strikes, and the pitch. There's a fly ball out to center field. Marsh has to come running in. Stott can't get over there. Neither can Marsh, and that's a loop single by Martín Maldonado. And I think he just did a little Steph Curry pose. With 2 outs, and Maldonado's over at first. And they jammed him in. Falter had the right idea. But Maldonado just popped it up and hit it in a good spot in no man's land. Shooters keep shooting. That was the pose. Jeremy Pena comes up. And the next pitch is inside for a ball. So it's 1 ball, no strikes. Pena singled. Also grounded out over to third base, so he's 1 for 2 on the day. He homered in the first 2 games of this series and has been an incredible prospect that came out of the Astros system. He flies that one out to center field. Marsh gets underneath it, and he takes a couple steps over to his right, and he'll make the catch route number 3. But Jake Myers goes yard, and that ball was crushed that he hit, and he actually gives the Astros a 3-1 lead. As we go to the top of the 5th inning. Pena out to center field. There we go. All right. Yeah, no, good. Yeah, exactly, man. Great job, everybody. I really appreciate you guys for all the support, man. I'm trying not to, I don't want to say anything, but yeah, like I did have to say that. I'm not like gonna bash like Astros fans for for that or anything, but yeah, I know. That's right. All right, how many people do we have tuned in? Oh, Daniel, thank you for subscribing to my channel, my guy. I did get that notification. Daniel Macias. Macias Gracia. Gracias. Macias. I don't know why I'm laughing at that. I think it's just funny how it just rhymes. But no, that's cool. No, Daniel, I really appreciate it, man. Seriously. Thanks for subscribing. You guys should definitely subscribe to my channel. We got 47 people on here, and I'm sure that not all of you are subscribed. We got 24 likes, though. That's great. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. You know the drill. You know how we do. You know how we do it. We've been, putting in a lot of work, and yeah. Sorry for bringing that up. Hey, in all honesty, I'm onto this season. You know what I'm saying? Like the Astros, they outplayed us. Yo, what's up, my guy? Chase, what's up with you, man? I appreciate it. Appreciate you for coming on here. WSG, what's going on? What is going on? There's Dusty. I actually, for those of you that don't know, so Darren Baker is in the Washington Nationals minor league system, and I got to call his games when he was on the Wilmington Blue Rocks last year. I'm sure that Aaron Hook, I don't know if Aaron's still in this chat, but Aaron could tell you all about it. Oh, LT, what's up, my guy? All right, 1 ball, no strikes to Bohm, and the second pitch is lined out over to shortstop as the pitch was way inside, and Bohm just had a piece of it and lines it out to Jeremy Pena. And there's one gone in the top of the fifth. So 7, 8, and 9 were due up for the Phillies, and 7 is retired. And here comes Cody Clemens. So Urquidy is finding himself into a little bit of a groove. He just only had the one hiccup back in the second inning, and that was on a solo home run by JT. Here's Cody Clemens, and he will take the first pitch up high, or for a high strike, I should say, for a called strike. Dusty Baker has 2,107 wins, which is the second highest in Major League history. He has had such a long career. The 0-1, that's on the upper third part of the strike zone for a called strike, and the 0-2 pitch that's lifted out to left field. That's going back to the warning track, and it's over the wall and it's gone. Cody Clemens, 2 home runs in his last 2 games. And the Phillies get one back. He got way underneath that pitch, and the ball has just been flying out in left field. Only 97 miles per hour off the bat. 344 feet, and this is what he does. He comes back to his hometown, and he just hits home runs. My gosh. It just seems like every single time somebody goes down, as Edmundo Sosa lifts that one out to right center field, that's going back to the warning track and making the catch at the wall. In center field is Jake Myers. Oh, my goodness. Sosa just missed that home run. Good catch in center field by Jake Myers as he tracked it down perfectly and made the catch on the run and collided into the wall. For out number 2, Cody Clemens is a solo home run, and that's his second home run over the last 2 games. Here's Bryson Stott now, and he'll take the first pitch on the upper third part of the strike zone for a called strike. The 0-1 pitch on the outside corner. It looked like it was a little bit outside, but nonetheless, it's an 0-2 count to Bryson Stott. 2 outs, no balls, 2 strikes to Stott, and the pitch. That's lined foul down the third base line again. If he hit that one out, coach would have been mound in a hurry. Yeah, I agree. I know. The 0-2 pitch to Stott, and Stott lines that one over to third base. Nice diving stop by Bregman. The throw over to first is just in time, and Bryson Stott is down as he tripped over the bag. Oh, man, he just tripped over the first base bag, and he is down. He actually ended up also hitting Jose Abreu's right foot, and hopefully Abreu's okay, too. He's hobbling as well. Oh, boy. But nonetheless, that's out number 3. The Phillies do get one back on a solo home run by Cody Clemens. They just went to break, and the Phillies do trail 3-2, but hopefully Stott and Jose Abreu are okay. So just to I mean, that was a great play by Alex Bregman, who had to slide over to his left side on the ground ball. It was a hot shot over towards the third base line. And Bregman just made an incredible throw over to first. Bryson Stott then tripped over the bag with his left foot and then hit his right foot on Jose Abreu's ankle, his right ankle. So Abreu was hobbling, and Bryson Stott is hobbling too. Actually, he was just down, so hopefully he's all right. That's just what the Phillies and the Astros need, more injuries. So let's keep you posted on that. They just went to break. That's not good. But if you guys are new to my channel, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell icon too, so that way you know when I upload or when I go live. Bryce Harper, if he gets a good report tomorrow, the good news is that he will be back on Tuesday at the earliest and will be DHing before he plays over at first base. But that's if he gets a good review by the doctors tomorrow. So, and they're hoping for it. Rob Thompson talked about that a little bit earlier on WIP today. So that would be really big. I haven't heard any news about Jose Altuve or Michael Brantley or Chas McCormick as well. But I believe that they're going to be out for some more time. I don't know. They haven't come back from break. I don't know if Stott's okay. I don't know if Abreu's okay. Abreu was hobbling and Stott was just down. He tripped over the bag with his left foot. As he was going into first base, he tripped over the bag, and then his right foot actually ended up hitting the ankle of Jose Abreu. All right, so we go to the bottom of the fifth inning. Alex Bregman is due up. It's Bregman, Alvarez, and Abreu. I guess we'll know if Abreu's okay, like if he comes up into the on-deck circle. And the next pitch is down low, so it's a 2-ball, no-strike count. Two-0 pitch. Swing and a miss on a sinker at 89 miles per hour as Bailey Falter's back out there for his fifth inning of work. Two-one pitch. That's in the dirt for ball 3. They're even telling the camera crew to just show Bryson Stott. The next pitch, that's up high for ball 4. I don't know if I said it was a 3-1 count or not, but Alex Bregman will walk for his second time today. Oh, really? That's really cool, man. That's sick. Byron Buxton had a 453-foot home run today. There's Hector Neris, the former Philly, in the Astros bullpen. Alvarez comes up. There's a runner over at first base, and the ball actually hits the knob, and Edmundo Sosa has to get over to the baseball, and that's an infield single as Alvarez beat that one out. Bailey Falter jammed him on that pitch and almost hit him, and the ball just hit the knob, the knob of the bat. That thing went, we got a little bit of the barrel on it. It looked like it hit the knob at first, but that's an infield single by Yordan Alvarez. And now we'll see if Jose Abreu comes up. They haven't showed. I think Bryson Stott is still out there, so he should be fine. They would have showed if there was any sort of defensive shift or change. But there's runners at first and second, nonetheless, with nobody out again. That's back-to-back innings where that's happened. Actually, scratch that. That's the second time today. The last inning was when Myers hit the home run. Yep, I agree. All right, Caleb Cotham is out there to talk things over with Bailey Falter, and he gathers the troops. Dodgers, they beat the Cardinals today by a score of 6-3. Syndergaard actually pitched in his first outing today. He went 5 1/3 of an inning. So Jose Abreu comes up, and he shakes things off, so he's fine. I was actually really concerned about him. But he's staying in the game. Can I please get a sign from Bryson Stott, ESPN? Just put him on. That's what this person says. I agree with you. All right. No balls, one strike to Jose Abreu. We can look at Twitter another time. That's just what happens, though, when you don't have a spotter. But if anybody gets any sort of updates, let me know. Falter looks back at second, and the 0-1 pitch. That's ripped out to right field, but it's hooking into foul territory. And boom, runs out of room. It's 3-2 Astros in the bottom of the fifth inning. Alvarez got on with an infield single, and Bregman led off the inning with a walk. That's Bregman's third time today that he's gotten on base. Kyle Tucker waits on deck. Abreu up at the plate. No balls, 2 strikes, nobody out in the bottom of the fifth. Falter looks back at second, and the 0-2 pitch to Abreu. Fouled back again towards the first base side. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe if you guys are new to my channel. And, yeah, we'll be going on for the Sixers game tomorrow night. Game 1 of the Eastern Conference semifinals. Connor Brogdon is warming up in the bullpen for the Phillies. So if the inning does extend, Rob Thompson might have to pull the plug. Pretty big crowd out in Houston. No balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch. That ball's popped up towards the infield. Turner gets underneath it. There's Bryson Stott, and Turner does make the catch. So Stott is still out there too. In case you're just joining us, Bryson Stott hit a ground ball over to third base. It was a hot shot, and Bregman made a really good throw over to first, and Stott tripped over the bag and also hit Jose Abreu's right ankle, and both of them have stayed in the game. That just happened at the end of the top of the fifth inning. That's tough to say. Alrighty, here we go. Kyle Tucker comes up, and that ball is going to be lifted out to left field, and that'll drop in for a base hit. Schwarber will try to throw to home plate, and the throw is off the line. As coming in to score is Alex Bregman. And that's an RBI bloop single out to left center field by Kyle Tucker. And that will give the Astros a 4-2 lead. Again, another good pitch by Falter, but it just landed in no man's land, and Schwarber's throw, it was a little off the line. He wasn't going to get Bregman anyways. And there's still one out. Tucker is over at first base with an RBI single. And David Hensley comes up. It's 4-2 Astros as they get another run back. It just seems like that type of a day, and Bailey Falter's day is done. Connor Brogdon will come in. There's runners over at first and second. Those men on base are still Bailey's responsibility. And we'll be right back. Oh, man, the Bruins just tied the game. They just tied the game in the third period. Oh, man. Was that Pasternak? Who just scored? Oh, it was Bertuzzi. Oh, man. What a pass. Oh, man. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit the bell icon, too, so that way you know when I upload it, when I go live, guys. I really appreciate you guys for coming on here and for helping me grow this family. We've been going at it for 4 months. And, we have a lot of people on here, and we're continuing to grow. So that is really freaking awesome. Ugh. I'm hoping that we get a good crowd of people on for the Sixers game tomorrow night. We got 61 people on here. Wow. I'm sure that not all 61 of you are subscribed to my channel. Do yourselves a favor and subscribe, man. For Phillies games and for Sixers play-by-play as well, as of right now. We also do Patriots content and Flyers content too, but it's the off season for both of them. We will have a Patriots podcast coming up next week on Thursday because I have an off day for the very first time, and that'll be really cool. So we'll talk about the draft, and I'll have a podcast, and I'll get you guys to come on and give your thoughts, man. We also are going to be going on tonight for a post-series podcast. Okay, so if you guys want to give your thoughts about the series, about the Phillies, and how they've been doing, like from an Astros perspective, like if you want to come on here and talk about how you guys played against us, make sure that you come on and join the Discord server, which is linked down below. Gabe Venuto has posted it a couple of times. Shout out to Gabe Venuto for, just doing this and being like one of my great friends for a very, 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 very long time. And the Discord channel is also pinned down below at the very top of the comment section. Be sure that you give yourself a shout out as well if you just subscribe to my channel, because I like to give shout outs. All right, Connor Brogdon is up. Oh, man, we got somebody on Facebook tuning in. Also, if you're tuning in on Facebook, thank you, I appreciate it. If you're tuning in on Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, make sure that you leave me a review in my profile. And also make sure that you heart the video and that you follow me on all those platforms out there. All right, David Hensley's up. It's 2 balls, no strikes. Connor Brogdon is in to pitch for the Phillies. There's runners over at first and second here in the bottom of the 5th. The Astros lead 4-2, and the 2-0 pitch outside and high for ball 3. So Brogdon can't find the strike zone to start things off as he comes in for relief for Bailey Falter. And the 3-0 pitch, swing and a miss, and that pitch was just a little bit up high, so if he probably would have gotten the red light, he probably would have walked on that pitch. Would have been close, though. Brogdon with the 3-1 pitch. That time it's down open. They're going to say it was a strike. Oh, my goodness. That pitch was way off the plate and inside. And Hensley was charging over to first base, and Ryan Addington said, "Come back here, young fella." Oh, my gosh. That pitch was way inside. Nowhere even near close to the strike zone. Oof. But for the Phillies' sake, it's a 3-2 count. Let's see if Brogdon can take charge of this. Yeah, man, I agree. The 3-2 pitch, swing and a miss. And again, he swung at ball 4. And Brogdon was down in the count 3-0 and worked his way back up and got himself a strikeout. How about that? And there's 2 gone now here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Jake Myers steps into the batter's box, and he homered his last time up. Runners over at first and second, and Myers will foul that pitch back behind home plate. Noah, what's up, man? I appreciate you for coming on here. Jason, always good to see you, my guy. Thanks for being very loyal throughout this entire series, man. Myers had a solo homer back in the 4th inning. It's no balls, 1 strike. Runners over at first and second. And the next pitch is up high and inside. So Alvarez is over at second base. And Bregman is over at first. Tucker's over at first. Bregman scored on the RBI bloop single by Kyle Tucker. The 1-1 pitch, that's lined out to left field. And thankfully, for the Phillies' sake, that's fouled. It was a hot shot out to left field. Let's put this down a little bit more. One ball, two strikes. 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th. The Astros lead 4-2. Myers is up at the plate. Brogdon on the bump for the Phillies. He came on in relief for Bailey Falter. The signs from JT. Brogdon kicks, deals in the 1-2 pitch. Inside for ball 2. A changeup at 83 miles per hour. Phillies in the top of the 6th inning. We'll have Turner, Schwarber, and Castellanos coming up. The 2-2 pitch to Myers. Ball's fouled off towards the first base side, and it goes right over the dugout into the seats. A big sold-out crowd on this beautiful Sunday night in Houston, even though I'm out here in Voorhees, New Jersey, and it's been very rainy. Not too sunny. Well, obviously not now because it's dark, but it was really sunny out in Houston to start things off. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Alvarez over at second. Tucker over at first in the 2-2 pitch. That's fouled back again by Jake Myers. Myers is putting up quite a fight in this at-bat, and the ball boy for the Houston Astros will go give Ryan Addington some more baseballs. Addington, the home plate umpire. On deck is Rylan Bannon. The 2-2 pitch, way up high for ball 3. A 95-mile-per-hour fastball. Brogdon trying to get out of a jam here. It's a full count to Jake Myers. Starting to hit the ball really well. Made a nice catch out in center field as well. 3-2 pitch, ground ball over to shortstop. Turner fields it cleanly. The throw over to first is in plenty of time for out number 3. However, the Astros do add another run on an RBI bloop single out to left field by Kyle Tucker, and they lead 4-2 as we go to the top of the 6th. All right, here we go. Top of the 6th inning, baby. I'll be right back, actually. Give me 1 sec. I'll be back in 20 seconds. Bro, I just saw that Pasternak just got a goal, and now the Bruins lead 3-2, bro. Come on, it was 2-0. Ugh, man, come on. Why can't... How come the dynasties just have to just keep winning and, like, finding ways to win? You know, the Warriors did that tonight. Now the Bruins are about ready to do it. Ugh, I like seeing new teams taking down the dynasties, bro. Phillies almost did that, but we're not able to. Ugh, but that's what makes sports a lot of fun. It's competitive. It's you know, it's how you tell stories, and that's what makes you know, life really interesting, because life is a story, and that's why I like calling games. That's what I find really cool about sports, is that you can take any single moment, or you can dissect every single game and figure out, like, what went right, what went wrong, and the team or the person that capitalizes on their opponent's mistakes, that's how they win. And that's how sports always goes, and I like that. Panthers are choking. I think that the Bruins are just showing off their greatness here from what I've seen, but yeah, man. Here comes Trey Turner. He'll pop this one out to right field. Tucker on the run, and he'll make the catch towards the fair foul line in right field for out number 1. Man, they just cut back to this game so quickly. Alrighty, so fly out to right field. Phillies down 4-2 as we're here in the top of the 6th inning. Kyle Schwarber is up at the plate. The Astros killer himself. Hit a home run a couple of games ago. And the first pitch he sees from Jose Urquidy, he swings and misses at a high fastball. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe if you guys are new to my channel. And if you do enjoy my Phillies play-by-play commentary. The 0-1 pitch, that's lifted out to left field, but it's fouled down the left field line. Brandon Marsh does wait on deck. Or he waits in the hole, I should say. I'm like getting ahead of myself on here. The 80th pitch by Jose Urquidy is coming right up. And the 0-2 pitch in the dirt and down inside for a ball. The 1-2 delivery by Urquidy. And that's outside and low again. Good job by Kyle Schwarber to take that pitch. Nobody on, 1 out in the top of the 6th as the Phillies trail 4-2 in Game 3 of this 3-game series against the Astros. The 2-2, and it hits Kyle Schwarber. And Schwarber will go over to first base as it hit him right on the jersey and probably got a little piece of his chest as well on the right side. So that's one way to get on and to start the inning. That's now back-to-back innings where the Phillies have gotten the leadoff man aboard. Oh, I forgot. Turner got out. So scratch what I just said. Scratch what I just said. All right. So that'll bring up Nick Castellanos, and the first pitch is outside and high. But, going over to talk things over with his pitcher is Martin Maldonado. About that. Nick Castellanos started off his career with the Detroit Tigers. He's now 31 years old. Was traded back in 2018 to the Chicago Cubs. The 1-0 pitch. That's down low and way outside for ball 2. Urquidy is losing his mechanics a little bit. And now home plate umpire is going to talk things over with the pitcher. I believe that somebody just got... Oh, wait. The trainer's going out there to see if Urquidy's okay. He was massaging that left elbow, that left forearm area, and now hopefully he's all right. The trainer's out there, the pitching coach is out there as well, and Hector Neris is warming up in the bullpen for the Astros, but Dusty Baker Jr. is there, and now Urquidy's going to come out of the ball game. That is not a good sign for Astros fans. He's coming right out, and he's grabbing onto that right elbow area, and something was just off. Ball slipped out of his hand. When you watch the windup again, it looked a little bit awkward. I couldn't really tell in real time, but Urquidy's going back to the locker room, and he's going to be checked out now. As Hector Neris will come in, it's still 2 balls and no strikes to Nick Castellanos. And Neris will come in, and we have a pitching change in Houston. It's 4-2, Astros. Man, that sucks. Sorry, Astros fans. I would hate to see an injury like that happen. Seriously, that's not good. So Urquidy is done. TZ Try, thank you for subscribing to my channel. I appreciate it, man. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. 3:30, man. If we can reach 3:30 tonight, that would be really freaking awesome. 330 subscribers. How many people are on here? We have 48 people on here watching. 48, man. Hector Neris. Or Hector, good to see you again. Hectic Hector. He hasn't been hectic, though, with the Astros. Oh, man, come on, Bruins. They have to lead 3-2. Oh, gosh. Come on. You're from Cherry Hill? I'm from Voorhees, my guy. I'm from Voorhees. That's really cool, man. You're, like, not that far from me. What was I gonna say? Yeah, guys, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. We go on for almost every Phillies game, and the only time we don't go on is if I'm either doing freelance for somebody for camera, or if I'm doing a Sixers game. So, we will be doing the Sixers game tomorrow. Finally, it's been like weeks since we last called a Sixers game, and I was telling my friends, like, you know, I'm gonna do baseball all summer long. Like, that's fine. Like, I wanna finish out the Sixers season. Like, I can do all these baseball games for a while. I have 162 of them to do. You know? But, like, I gotta finish out the Sixers season. You know what I'm saying? That is really cool, though, my guy. Game 7 of the Rangers Devils. That'll be on Monday night. I'm excited about that. Even though I won't be able to watch it because I'll be doing the Sixers game. Oh, I thought that they tied it. All right, Hectic Hector. Hector Neris comes in. He has a 2.38 ERA. He's gone 11 1/3 of an inning so far this season. And remember, so Jose Urquidy's day is done, but the person at the plate is his responsibility, and the runner over at first is also his responsibility as well. Yeah, I am. So here we go. And also, oh man, who just subscribed? I just got that one. Faber Gas Rules. Thank you. I appreciate it. Shout out to you, man. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. All right, Nick Castellanos is up. It's 2 balls, no strikes. Hector Neris is about ready to throw his first pitch here as he came in for Jose Urquidy, who left the game with an injury. And it was just with his throwing arm, so hopefully he's okay. The 2-0 pitch to Castellanos. That ball is lifted high and deep to left field. If it's fair, it's gone. It's foul. Oh, man. Ugh. Castellanos just missed a home run. That was a rocket out to left field, and it went into the 4th deck. 112 miles per hour off the top of the bat. 2 balls, 1 strike. Schwarber's over at first. 1 out in the top of the 6th. Then the 2-1. A ground ball that's over to the third base side, and that's foul. Oh, man. I wanted that, man. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Castellanos is up at the plate. And the pitch. In the dirt, and it gets right by Martin Maldonado. And going over to second base is Kyle Schwarber. So that gets rid of the double play ball. It actually hit the backstop twice, and Maldonado just went searching for the baseball, kind of like playing hide and seek type of a thing. And, he finally found the baseball. It's a full count now to Castellanos. He's the tying run. That's what he's representing. Schwarber's over at second now on the wild pitch. And the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss on an 83-mile-per-hour splitter. And there is out number 2. Castellanos got fooled on the splitter. And that was a nasty pitch by Nasty Neris. Just realized that's kind of funny. Ugh. Brandon Marsh now steps into the batter's box, and he'll take the first pitch outside for a ball. Phillies down 4-2 against the Astros here. Marsh is 0 for 2 this evening. He's batting .333 on the season. The 1-0 pitch by Neris. Outside again for ball 2 on the 94-mile-per-hour fastball. So Hector Neris spent a lot of his career with the Phillies. I have not tried his Wawa drink, and not a lot of people actually know what Wawa is like that are on the West Coast. The 2-0 pitch. That's a high strike according to the home plate umpire, and well, that was certainly off the plate, but I got to give Ryan Addington a lot of credit because he's been very consistent with his calls. Wawa's an East Coast thing. 2-1. Outside and high, so it should have been ball 4, is now a 3-1 count. I love Wawa. Astros up 4-2. Schwarber over at second. 2 outs and the 3-1 pitch. Outside for ball 4, and Marsh gets on with a walk. Great at-bat by Brandon Marsh and JT Realmuto, who tied the game up in the first inning on a solo home run, can at least help the Phillies get another run back. And Hector Neris is talking things over with the infielders and Martin Maldonado here, as runners are now at first and second. Wawa's cool, man. I love Wawa. So for those of you that live like on the West Coast or don't have a Wawa near you, it's basically a convenience store that actually has hoagies and sandwiches and all different types of food. It's like, I don't want to say it's like In-N-Out Burger, but it's a convenience store. You know, you get gas there as well. And it's just really, really good stuff. JT Realmuto comes up to the plate for the Phils, and the first pitch he sees is just a little bit up high. Astros in a little bit of a jam. The Phillies trying to retie the game. 1 ball, no strikes, and the pitch to Realmuto. Inside for ball 2. Oh, you missed. Dude, Wawa's the best. I love Wawa. But yeah, I have not tried the Schwarber bomb yet. I should, though. Time is called by Maldonado. It's 2 balls and no strikes to JT Realmuto. And Schwarber's still over at second base. He got on with a hit by pitch to start off the inning. Over at first base is Brandon Marsh, who got on with a walk. 2 outs. 2 balls, no strikes. Neris gets set, gets the signs from Maldonado, and winds up with the 2-0 pitch. That's fouled back towards the net. Wawa's, it does rule. I love Wawa. Can JT try to do some damage here? The 2-1 pitch to Realmuto. There's a line drive out to right center field, and that'll be caught by the center fielder for out number 3. Nice catch by Jake Myers, as that one almost got in, and the Astros get out of a jam. No runs, 2 men left, and we go to the bottom of the 6th inning as the Phillies trail 4-2. Wow, that was big. God, how many runners have we stranded tonight? Good question. I'll give you that answer. Give me just 1 second. I will do that right now. Let's see. Why is this not working? Okay, here we go. Jeez, bro, can this iPad be any slower? Phillies have only left 4 on base, but they are 0 for 5 with runners in scoring position. And actually, if it does make you feel better, the Astros have actually left 6 base runners on, and they're 2 for 10 with runners in scoring position. But they're up. They're winning. Oh, Florida's on a power play. Oh my gosh. Bro, this game is insane. If you're not a hockey fan, bro, hockey playoffs are so much fun to watch. They really are. Like, the main difference is, like, in basketball, like, you already know who pretty much is, like, going to go to the finals, except for probably this year, because there's, like, no sort of dynasties anymore, except for the Golden State Warriors. But, you know, you're not as always confident with hockey. It's like you never know who's going to even make it to the second round. And it's just so much fun to watch. Very competitive and just amazing. Seriously. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe if you guys are new to my channel as well. You know, we do Sixers games. We do Phillies games. We try to come on for almost every Phillies game and almost pretty much every Sixers game as of right now. We are going to be on for every single Sixers game. That takes priority. Playoff hockey is the best, period. Oh, I lost a subscriber. Oh, no. Big-time Flyers fan. My wife is a Red Wings fan. Nice thing about living in Minnesota. Let me try to see this. Oh, yeah, man. That's really cool. That is really cool. No balls, 1 strike. And the 0-1 pitch to Bannon. That's fouled off behind home plate. Bro, I'm sorry, but, like, can we do interviews another time? Like, I'm trying to call the game here. You know, like, you're showing all these B-roll footage stuff, and I'm trying to call the game for my listeners, bro. The 0-2 pitch was fouled off. Bro, they got to know that I'm calling the game for you all. The 0-2 pitch by Brogdon. There's a ground ball over to second base. Stott fields it cleanly, throws over to first in plenty of time for out number 1. Yeah, I'm a big Flyers fan too, my guy. I'm happy that we're starting to get the ship back on track. You know, that's great. Danny Briere, I trust him. I really do. I think he's going to do such a great job as a GM. Chuck was not the guy, obviously. All right, so Bannon grounds out over to second base, and here's Martin Maldonado, who lines that one over to third base, and Sosa's there to make the catch for out number 2. 2 outs. Nobody on in the bottom of the 6th. Flyers got a long way to go. But it looks like that they're finally going into the right direction, you know? Oh my gosh, no. All right, so Jeremy Pena is up at the plate now. And the first pitch he takes for a high strike. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, my guys. If you guys are new to my channel, be sure that you hit the thumbs up button as well. And the next pitch, it's fouled back towards the screen. If I'm also repeating myself on here, I do that because I know that we get a new audience every so minutes. 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th. No balls, 2 strikes to Jeremy Pena, who's 1 for 3 today. Had a leadoff single to start off the ball game for the Astros. Brogdon gets set, kicks, deals, and the pitch. It's fouled back towards the first base side, and it finds the seats. On deck is Alex Bregman. Pena also did score a run today. He's now 25 years old, and he'll turn 26 in September. Next pitch is inside for a ball. Where did the Pirates come from? The 1-2 pitch in the dirt for ball 2. Oh, man, look at that banner. Look at that Astros banner. Oof. Actually looks really nice. 2-2 pitch. Ground ball over to Trey Turner. Turner fields it on the hop, throws over to first, and gets Pena out by a step. 1-2-3, go the Astros. And the Phillies are down 4-2, and they're down to their last 9 outs. As they go to the top of the 7th inning. The 7, 8, and 9 are due up. All righty. All right, let me see your comment real quick. That's right. It does look nice. I have to say, it looks nice. All right, so let's see here. They used to be good. Yeah, the Flyers used to be good. But then again, how long did we have to wait for the Sixers to be decent again? And come on, if the Pirates can be good, suddenly anyone can be. Yeah, man. Cabrian Hayes is really good. They got some really good pitching now all of a sudden too. I'm sorry, but Pittsburgh Penguins and Pittsburgh Pirates and Pittsburgh Steelers, bro, come on. How come Pittsburgh doesn't have a basketball team? Has anybody ever thought about that? That just crossed my mind. How come Pittsburgh doesn't have a basketball team? They could literally share. Can't they just share the same arena as the Penguins do? I never thought about that till now. That's what the Sixers do. That's what the Kings do. And the Raptors do that too. And the Maple Leafs. Huh. You think it's too small? It might be. But I mean they have a football stadium, they have a baseball stadium, and I don't know. I feel like Utah, I would really like to see Utah have a baseball field, and that would be awesome. That'd be nice too. If you guys are new to my channel, do not forget to like, do not forget to subscribe, hit the bell icon too, so that way you know when I either go live or when I upload. Really appreciate you guys for coming on here tonight. The goal is to get to 330 subscribers. I think that we can do it by the end of tonight. So don't forget to subscribe and, give your boy JJ some support and, continue to help the JJ family grow, because that's what we want to do. And also, we'll be going on for a post-series pod tonight at 11:30. So make sure that you join the Discord server. Gabe just posted that down below. Gabe, you're always on cue with these things, and you didn't even have to come by tonight, man. Thank you for doing this. 4:12 left in the Florida-Boston game. Oh, man. Okay, but we have a ball game right here. It's 4-2. As Alec Boehm comes up to the plate, Rafael Montero is on the bump now for the Astros. The 0-1. That's inside. On the inside corner, I should say, for a called strike. Oh, man. Boehm does call for time here. So Alec is 0 for 2 today, as we're here in the top of the 7th inning. Montero has been very decent for the Astros this season. The 0-2 delivery to Boehm. And Boehm just gets a piece of that ball. So Mauricio Dubon has the night off, and Jolks also has the night off too for the Astros. Montero winds up, and the 0-2 pitch to Boehm. Boehm fouls that one off again. So Rafael Montero has played in 12 games. He's pitched 11 innings, has allowed 12 hits, 3 earned runs, only 1 home run, but he has 14 strikeouts. The 0-2, outside and high for ball 1. Montero also has a 1.45 whip and a 2.45 ERA. The 1-2 delivery to Boehm. Taken down low. Good eye by Boehm. 2:53 left in the Boston game. Oh, man, when are they going to pull the goalie now? Oh, boy. feel like Kevin Harlan calling 2 games at once. No, I can't do that. The 2-2 delivery by Montero. And Bohm lifts that one high and deep to left field. That's going back to the warning track and having enough room to make the catch is Yordan Alvarez for out number 1. Oh, man. Bohm just missed a home run himself, and that pitch was way inside. Ay. 2:12 left in the game. Oh, my gosh. All right, Cody Clemens is due up for the Phillies. And the first pitch to Clemens. Clemens tries to take a hack at it and swing for the fences, but he misses it by a mile. 98 on the gun for Montero. Oof, that was lucky. Empty net now. The 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss to Cody Clemens. Oh, dang it. No balls, 2 strikes. 1 out in the top of the 7th inning. The Phillies trail 4-2. Clemens homered his last time up. The 0-2 pitch, just a little bit up high for a ball. Cody hit a shot out to left field, and he got way underneath it, but the wind picked it up, and it just got on out of there. 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss on a 98-mile-per-hour fastball that was inside. And that's strike 3 to Cody Clemens. Florida calls a timeout. Oh, my gosh. 2 outs in the top of the 7th inning. Phillies are still in this ball game, but they're down 4-2. They won the first game of the series by a score of 3-1, and the second game by a score of 6-1. Edmundo Sosa comes up, and the first pitch is way inside for a ball. Montero gets the signs from Maldonado, and the 1-0 pitch. Sosa lifts that one out to right center field, and that's going to drop in for a base hit right in front of Kyle Tucker. A bloop single by Edmundo Sosa. And the inning continues to stay alive here. So now Bryson Stott, representing the tying run, he comes up to the plate. Phillies coming into today are 15-13 on the season. They're 3.5 games behind the Atlanta Braves in the NL East. Meanwhile, the Astros are 14-13, and they're 2.5 games behind the Texas Rangers, who just demolished the New York Yankees today and scored 15 runs. Stott comes up, and the first pitch is fouled off. He was late on the fastball. Oh, man, come on, Panthers. Stott is 0 for 3 today. He's trying to get on base. He's in a little bit of a slump now. Oh, I thought he had it. Montero winds up, and the 0-1 pitch to Stott. Check swing. Did he go? They appeal over at third base and say no. Yeah, guys, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. The goal is to reach 330 by the end of tonight. I think we can do it. But, make sure that you do that. 1 ball, 1 strike to Bryson Stott. And the pitch. Stott lines that one over the third baseman's head, and it goes into left field, and runners are now at first and second. It just got over the head of Alex Bregman. Phillies trying to stir up a 2-out rally here. This is back-to-back innings where the Phillies have had runners over at first and second, and Trey Turner, a tough customer who is due for a big hit, is coming up, and a timeout is called on the mound. The Panthers just tied the game. Oh, my gosh, the Panthers tied the game. Brandon Montour just got his second goal tonight. Oh, my gosh. Game 7 in Boston at the Garden. Oh, my gosh. 55 seconds left in the third. That is crazy. All right, Trey Turner comes up for the Phillies. Oh, my gosh. Big spot for him here. The first pitch to Turner. Turner swings and misses at the fastball at 97 miles per hour. Oh my gosh, yeah, I saw that, dude. I can't believe it. Oh, it's going into overtime. Probably, even though there's 27 seconds left. Yo, one pitch, another swing and a miss. Montero is not wasting any time, and he goes after Trey Turner with 2 straight fastballs. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. It's in Boston zone, too. 10 seconds left, come on. The 0-2 pitch to Turner. Turner swings and misses at strike 3. And that'll do it in the top of the 7th as the Astros get out of another jam. And we go to the bottom of the 7th inning of this stretch time at Minute Maid Park. And the Boston-Florida game is going into overtime as well. So now we go to the bottom of the 7th inning. The Phillies still down 4-2. That was crucial, man. Montero, give him a lot of credit for going after Trey Turner with all fastballs, but Trey has to be better. He just does. Oh, my gosh. How many people do we have now on the chat? Or in the chat, I should say. 45 people. I am sure that not all 45 of you are subscribed to my channel, so make sure that you do that. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. We will be going on for the Sixers game tomorrow night. The goal is to get to 3:30 by the end of tonight. Also, if you guys haven't done so already, too, like, tell your friends about this channel. If you know somebody that also loves baseball or loves basketball, as of right now, because that's what we're in the middle of, and we're in the middle of hockey, too, but the Flyers didn't make it even to the Stanley Cup playoffs, so we haven't really been talking about them. New subscriber, didn't realize you weren't a Birds fan. I may have to unsubscribe. Hey, I don't hate the Birds, okay? I really don't. I do not hate the Birds. I do not. I just grew up. I didn't grow up as a Birds fan. I'm not saying that, like, I don't even think Tom Brady's the GOAT. Like, everybody thinks or automatically just assumes that because I'm a Patriots fan that, first of all, I got into the Patriots because of Tom Brady, and the fact that I think that Tom Brady's the GOAT. No to both of those things, man. The greatest of all time, quarterbacks-wise, is Joe Montana. It just is. Like, he is the most skilled quarterback of all time. So, if that makes you feel any better, by all means. And if you just subscribe to my channel, make sure that you comment down below who you are and give yourself a shout-out. So, Frankie Rosado, I have to give you a shout-out, man, because you did the right thing by subscribing to my channel. You really did. We're doing a lot of Sixers and a lot of Phillies games. So, and no, I don't hate the Eagles. Was I a little upset when the Patriots beat the Eagles? Not really, to be honest with you, because we've won how many rings? 6. I'm not trying to bash the Eagles or anything by any means. I'm really not, but I was actually really happy for the city of Philadelphia. I'm like a very weird fan. You know, it's like really bizarre because I'm not like the type of person that just bashes people, you know, or will say like, oh, like my team is better than yours. The only team that I do that for, the fan in me wise, I don't do this as a broadcaster because that's not professional. But as a fan, the only team I really tried to despise, besides the Dallas Cowboys, is the New York Jets. So, I'm going to have to unsubscribe to your channel for saying Tom Brady's not the GOAT. He's not, bro. Oh, my gosh. Only thing Montana has over Brady is not losing in the Super Bowl. I'm sorry, it's just that Montana's just the more, like, talented guy. Like, Tom Brady's clutch. Like, don't get me wrong, and he made some awesome plays. We'll have this discussion a little later. We got to get back into baseball. I'm not trying to diverge this conversation, but this is what people came on here to hear. All right, Gregory Soto's up at the plate, or he's on the mound for the Phillies. Alex Bregman is the one that's up at the plate. Bro, I'm thrown off now. Soto has a 3.09 ERA in 11 2/3 of an inning this season. The ERA has certainly gone down. The 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss to Alex Bregman on a 90-mile-per-hour slider that was inside. Alex Bregman has gotten on base 3 times. He's gotten on with 2 walks and a single. The 0-2. That's popped up towards shallow right field. Castellanos on the run, and he will make the catch towards the foul line for out number 1. Okay. So Bregman flies out to right field. It's like saying Donovan McNabb is better than Peyton Manning. That's funny. It's kind of true though, actually. Yeah, you're right about that. And Donovan McNabb, I think, is a more skilled quarterback than Peyton is. 1 ball, no strikes to Alvarez in the 1-0 pitch. That's taken right at the knees for a called strike. Gregory Soto acquired from the Phillies during the offseason, along with Cody Clements as well. The 1-1 on the inside corner for a called strike. They were traded from Detroit, and Matt Vierling, who had himself quite a day yesterday, and Nick Maton, that's who the Phillies traded to the Tigers. 1-2 pitch. Just a little bit down low and inside for a ball. So Soto went with a sinker, a four-seam fastball, a slider, and then a slider again. Let's see what he tries to throw here to Alvarez. 2-2. It's fouled off of the foot of Alvarez as he tried to take a hack at the 98-mile-per-hour fastball. And the count still remains at 2-2. Astros trying to avoid a sweep here in Houston. Be the first time that they got swept here in Houston this season. 2-2 pitch. That's fouled off towards the first base side. And it goes back into the dugout. We're at 2 hours. Okay. 2-2 pitch. It's a ground ball over towards the first base bag, but first base umpire Dan Merzel says that it's foul. Soto has thrown 7 pitches in this at-bat. Don't forget to give yourself a shout out if you just subscribed. 2-2 pitch. Outside and low for ball 3. A full count to Yordan Alvarez as Jose Abreu. My mistake, I was getting ahead of myself. He waits on deck. Nobody on, 1 out in the bottom of the 7th. Houston leads 4-2. The 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Soto struck him out. And there's out number 2. Alvarez was a little bit early on the curveball. Whew, man, that pitch was filthy. It was actually a fastball. Come on, Jason. Why are we mixing up our pitches here? That's not what we do. Jose Abreu comes up, and the first pitch is a 99-mile-per-hour fastball that was right at the knees on the inside corner. It may have been the fastest, the hardest pitch that he's thrown all season. Nobody on, 2 outs in the 0-1. That's at the knees, 100 miles per hour. Wow, he hit the triple digits. Gregory Soto. This is what the Phillies have been looking for. And he's starting to find a groove. No balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch to Abreu. Down low and inside for a ball. Jose is 0 for 3 today. He grounded into a 6-4-3 double play, but got the first run home. Did not get an RBI on that. It was back in the first. The 1-2 pitch. There's a line drive out to center field. Marsh gets a good read on it, and he'll make the catch for out number 3. 1-2-3 go the Astros. And 3, 4, and 5 coming up for the Phillies as they trail 4-2, and we go to the top of the 8th inning. So Alvarez struck out, and Abreu just lined out to center field. Alrighty. My nose is itchy. I can't believe that Florida just tied the game, man. That was huge. What a game this is. Oh, my gosh. How many players do you think we're going to strand in the 8th inning? Oh, Steven. I got to tell you, I actually think that the 8th inning is where we get our runs now. I think it starts with Schwarber and Castellanos because we have our hottest hitters coming up. So, and it wouldn't surprise me if Rob Thompson, well, now who are we going to put in the pinch hit? So, I guess you're right. It's good to see Dalton Guthrie back with the Phillies. He had a very hot spring training, and now they called him up. All 6 runners are going to get stranded. I'm saying that coming into today, yeah, like the top 3 hitters, but that doesn't include Castellanos. Like, I mean, it does include, your stat includes Castellanos, but Castellanos really has done a good job. So I can't, like, say it's not Castellanos. Like, Schwarber did homer, like, earlier in the series, but I understand that it takes a little bit of time for Kyle Schwarber, man. I'm not concerned about him. Trey Turner and Bryson Stott, like, Stott's in the slump. Turner just has to get it gone, though. Like, there's no excuse. But that is a good stat to keep in mind. It is a good stat. But also, like, think about it like this, dude. Like, the fact that you're saying that and the Phillies are actually winning this series, it's impressive. Because the pitching has been really, really good overall. But I hope the inning goes well. But after starting with 2, no, I understand. I totally get it. I get it. All right, Schwarber's up at the plate. And the first pitch he tries to swing for the fences as Abreu is in there for the 8th inning. And he swings and misses at the fastball. So Schwarber was late on the first pitch. Maldonado gives the signs to Abreu. And the next pitch, a slider that misses the strike zone as it was down low and inside. Kyle has 6 homers on the season along with a .204 batting average, and he is 12 RBI. He walked and got hit by a pitch, and he's 0 for 1 today. The 1-1. Inside again for ball 2. Do not forget to like. Do not forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon, guys. We've been going at this channel. We've been going at it for about 4 months. The next pitch. Inside again. And just a little bit down low for ball 3. If Schwarber gets on, Castellanos will come up representing the tying run. And the 3-1 pitch. Just a little bit inside. Good take by Kyle Schwarber on back-to-back sliders. And Brian Abreu, that is, gives up a walk to start off the top of the 8th inning. Here we go. Castellanos is coming up now. He is 0 for 3 today. Flied out to center, flied out to right, and also struck out. And Castellanos swings at the first pitch, and he was looking for an appeal over at first base, and he's talking to the home plate umpire, asking, why didn't you appeal that? But he did swing regardless. The pitch was outside and low, and he thought that maybe he checked his swing, but he did not. Snowball's 1 strike. Do we have a pitch clock violation? Because there were about 2 seconds left on the pitch clock, and then time was stopped, but I don't know. Snowball's 1 strike, it says, and that's a ball. So now it says it's 1 ball, 1 strike. There was a signal by the umpire. So it's still a 1-1 count. I guess maybe Castellanos called for time very last second. The 1-1 pitch in the dirt and outside for ball 2. A slider at 88 miles per hour. Oh, boy. On deck for the Phillies is Brandon Marsh. Schwarber's over at first. Nobody out in the top of the 8th, and the Phillies trail 4-2 against the Astros. Phillies took Game 1 on Friday night by a score of 3-1, and they took Game 2 on Saturday afternoon 6-1. The 2-1 pitch fouled back behind home plate, and the count is now 2-2. Castellanos was able to foul that one off. 10 seconds left on the pitch clock. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Castellanos, who's 0 for 3 today. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock, and the pitch to Castellanos. A low dribbler over to shortstop. The throw over to first is just in time. It was a slow roller and a really nice play by Jeremy Pena, who was able to get out Castellanos. But going over to second base for the Phillies is Kyle Schwarber, as he is in scoring position. And that'll bring up Brandon Marsh now. There's Drew Maggie. A-Rod and Michael K. The K-Rod cast. You know, when I first saw it, I was thinking like K-Rod, like Francisco Rodriguez. I didn't realize it was Michael K, though. All right, no balls, 1 strike to Brandon Marsh as he takes the first curveball on the outside corner. The 0-1 pitch, inside and low, a slider at 88 miles per hour. Guys, don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe if you guys are new to my channel. And if you enjoy my play-by-play commentary, the goal is to get to 3:30 by the end of tonight. The 1-1 pitch. That's a line foul down the third base line. And also, I'll give you a shout-out if you guys subscribe to my channel. And if you comment down below, because I don't always get the notifications. But yes. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Marsh. Schwarber over at second base. Abreu on the bump. And the pitch. Marsh grounds that one foul down the first base line. And that'll head over to the dugout. I agree with that. I totally agree with that. HHL Films, thank you. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. Welcome to the JJ family, man. Welcome. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Brandon Marsh. 1 out in the top of the 8th. The Phillies down 4-2. And the pitch by Abreu. Up high for ball 2. The slider was at 89 miles per hour. 2 more, man, till we reach 3:30. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Marsh is 0 for 2 today. Realmuto waits on deck. And the pitch to Marsh. On the outside corner, called strike 3. And to be honest with you, Marsh is not happy with the call, and he certainly has a point there, as that was way off the plate. But again, it's been like that for both teams by Ryan Addington. So, you know, that's just how it's been going. And I do have to give Maldonado a lot of credit, though, for framing that pitch really well. So Marsh goes looking down on strikes on a controversial pitch, but here's Realmuto, who takes the first pitch down low and outside for a ball. Runner over at second base. That's Kyle Schwarber. 2 outs in the top of the 8th. The Phillies trail 4-2. And the 1-0 pitch to JT. That is on the outside corner for a called strike. A 99-mile-per-hour fastball. Can't wait, man. I cannot wait. Thank you for subscribing to my channel, too. Don't forget to shout yourself out. 1 ball, 1 strike to JT. And the pitch. Outside again for ball 2. Wow, we hit 3:30. Let's go. That's sick. 2 balls, 1 strike to JT. Abreu winds up in the pitch to Realmuto. There's a ground ball over to third base. It gets past the glove of Alex Bregman. Going over to third base is Schwarber. He's going to come in to score. And an error by Alex Bregman, but the Phillies get a run back. It just got over the glove of Alex Bregman. He tried to figure out on the fly if he should even try to put the glove down lower or if he should keep it up a little bit higher. But because of that, it just got past his, it actually went right through his glove. That was really wild. He made a nice play earlier, and that's a big error. It's a 4-3 ball game, though. Alec Bohm comes up, and the first pitch this time is inside for a ball. Let's go. That's sick. 4-3. The Phillies are down by 1 in the top of the 8th inning. Over at first base now is JT Realmuto. Alec Bohm is up, and the 1-0 pitch to Bohm. There's a little dribbler that's back over towards the pitcher, and the underhanded throw by Abreu is in plenty of time for out number 3. But the Phillies do get a run back thanks to an error over at third base by Alex Bregman, and they now trail 4-3 as we go to the bottom of the 8th in Houston. That was that would have been nice if they would have gotten another run from that. But all right, that was a 1-3 put out. All right, come on, Florida. Oh man. And just a reminder, guys, if you're new to my channel, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe. If you enjoy my play-by-play commentary, we do this for Phillies games. We do it for Sixers games as well. Obviously, as of right now, Sixers games are, they take priority. So we'll be on tomorrow night. We're actually going to be back into the swing of things, so that's going to be really nice to see. If you guys like my play-by-play commentary for Phillies baseball, just you wait for tomorrow night, because it's going to be a lot of fun calling basketball again. My voice is going to be very energetic, and I'm going to be bringing all that sort of stuff, and it's going to be absolutely insane. And also, shout yourself out. If you just subscribe to my channel, we are going to be going on for a post-series podcast later tonight at 11:30 p.m. Eastern Time. So you're not going to want to miss that. If you want to join the Discord server, the link to that is down below. It's pinned in the comments section. And, yeah, man. So if you want to join the voice chat and come on and give your thoughts about the Phillies or even just about the Astros, if you guys are Astros fans, because we welcome anybody onto these calls. That's what we'll be doing after the game at 11:30 p.m. Eastern Time. So come on here. Good show tonight. Thank you, man. I appreciate you, Houston to Dave. I really do. I love the support, man. I love having Houston fans. I love it, like, when people that are tuning in from, like, all over, even if, like, they're an Astros fan, or I don't care, like, what type of a fan you are. If you just come on here and, like, you're enjoying my call and, like, you're being respectful and all that sort of stuff, man, and, like, you're cool. That's what we do. Gabe, thank you. I appreciate it. Fun to watch the Phillies and Astros battle. It is. Oh, my gosh, dude, it is. Oh, you know what else is fun to see as far as battles go? This Boston Bruins-Florida Panthers game. I'm, like, keeping the eye on that as we call this game. It's 3-3 in overtime. I love playoff hockey. And I love playoff basketball. All right, Kyle Tucker is due up. Here he comes to the plate in the bottom of the 8th inning as the Astros lead 4-3. They're trying to avoid a sweep against the Philadelphia Phillies. Luis Ortiz on the bump for the Phils. And the first pitch is a sinker that was on the outside corner for a called strike. Ortiz is a 1.29 ERA. He's went 7 innings this season, and he has about a 25% strikeout rate. The 0-1, that's at the knees. It looked like it was a little bit down low, but it was a slider at 81 miles per hour. So Falter started off the game for the Phillies and didn't have his best start. And Urquidy was on the bump for the Houston Astros. He did leave the game with an injury. I don't know if they've diagnosed it yet. I haven't necessarily checked, but it was not good. It was sort of in his throwing arm. It's no balls, 2 strikes. Realmuto goes out to talk to Luis Ortiz as they want to get the signs correct. Kyle Tucker is talking to Ryan Addison. If the Astros and Phillies go to the World Series this year, I think the Phillies would win it. I don't know, man. I don't know. We have to see what happens at the trade deadline. There's a reason why you play 162 games, man. And the playoffs, dude. The 0-2 pitch. That's up high and outside for a ball. We have to see how Andrew Painter is, too. Like, we always forget about his injury. And you guys got to get fully healthy. The 1-2 pitch to Tucker. Outside again for ball 2. When Bryce Harper, though, comes back, that's going to be a huge addition for the Phillies. Tucker is up. The 2-2 pitch. That's line foul down the third base line. Oh, Benjamin, you're funny. You're funny. Oh, my gosh. Man, this green screen effect, you can see it now. 2-2 pitch, way up high and outside, a 78-mile-per-hour curveball that JT had to shimmy his legs towards his right side just to get over there. Big payoff pitch coming up by Ortiz. Here it is, and there's a ground ball that goes right through the hole in between Trey Turner and Bryson Stott. Marsh gets over to it, but it's a leadoff single by Kyle Tucker. He didn't hit that one sharply, but he just got it right through the hole. That's been the kind of night that the Astros have had. Tucker just, again, putting it in a good spot. You got to keep everybody healthy. Can't get more runs, Asteroids. Who do you think will be the first team to reach 100 wins this season? I think it might be the Rays, to be honest with you. Like, I really think that the Rays have a good team. All right, Hensley comes up. He's 1 for 3 today. I want to hear what you think, though. All right, so Tucker leads off the bottom of the 8th with a single. Here's Hensley up at the plate as he's 1 for 3. And the 0-1 pitch. That is taken for a strike. A slider at 81 miles per hour. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe, my guys, if you're new to my channel. What a game. What a series this has been between two phenomenal teams. The Oakland A's. They're funny. The 0-2 pitch on the inside corner, called strike 3, and Luis Ortiz is able to throw a slider on the inside corner and get Hensley to go down back to the dugout. That pitch was absolutely incredible. The movement, the velocity, and I don't know how he was able to do that. And it was a check swing regardless, but it's just a strike 3 called. 14 minutes left in this overtime period. Throw back over to first base is not in time to get Kyle Tucker. The Rays. I think that the Rays might do it too. All right, so now coming up to the plate is Jake Myers, who homered earlier in this game back in the 4th inning. That would give the Astros a 3-1 lead at the time. Next pitch, or the first pitch of the at-bat, is taken for a called strike. There's Brad Marchand. Oof. 1 out and a runner on over at first. The 0-1 pitch. A swing and a miss on a slider that was low and away by Luis Ortiz to Jake Myers. Phillies will head on over to L.A. and fly over after this game. They play at 10 p.m. Eastern Time tomorrow night and on Tuesday night. The 0-2. Outside and high for a ball. We will not be on for tomorrow night's Phillies game because, we'll be doing the Sixers game. And Tuesday we'll be back on for the Phillies game. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and a pitch by Ortiz. That's fouled back towards the screen. Let's go. Let's go. I know. 1 ball, 2 strikes as Myers fouled that pitch back. They play against the Boston Celtics It's going to be a good series. I am so excited. It's been 9 days since I called a basketball game. And I'm going to be doing this all summer long. I'm going to be doing baseball all summer long. And I love baseball. But I got to finish basketball. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and a pitch. Just a little bit outside. Oh, my goodness. That pitch was so close. 81 miles per hour, a slider that just missed the plate. If Embiid doesn't play, yeah, you're right. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Myers. And the pitch. Lined foul down the third base line. That was a screamer that was hit over towards the first base side, or the third base side, I should say. I like James Harden too. I feel you on that. Ortiz just was not able to get that. Jake Myers is up. It's 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out in the bottom of the 8th. A runner over at first. And the 2-2 pitch. And that's fouled off again. Myers still staying alive. And the count still remains at 2-2. Over at first base is Kyle Tucker as he got a single to lead off the inning. It was back up the middle. David Hensley then struck out looking. And Myers is still up with the 2-2 count. Rylan Bannon waits on deck. He made his major league debut for the Astros on Friday. The 2-2 delivery by Ortiz. Swing and a miss, and the throw over to second base to get the runner is not in time. And Bryson Stott dropped the baseball and ended up hitting Kyle Tucker on the helmet of the head, and he is down in a lot of pain. And now he's smiling, and Trey Turner says that everything's fine. So Tucker gets into second base. It's not a strikeout, throw him out, and JT Realmuto, did he get tossed or something? He's back in the dugout for some reason. Maybe you thought that there were 3 outs. Is that what it is? I don't know. This is wild. Oh, batter's interference? Is that what they're calling? Yep, that is batter's interference. That's what they called. They called batter's interference, and that's how the inning ends. That is how the inning ends. So we go to the top of the 9th. The Phillies down to their last 3 outs. Batter's interference. That was the right call. Oh, Ronnie Stanek is probably going to come out there to pitch. It's 3 outs. Yeah, batter's interference. I haven't seen batter's interference in quite some time. So that's a double play. Strikeout, batter's interference. Alrighty. Here we go to the top of the 9th. Before we get into the play-by-play. Oh, the Panthers won! The Panthers won! Oh my gosh! They won! I can't believe it. Oh, they won. Oh, man. Bye-bye, Boston. I can't believe that the Panthers won. They came back. They were down 3-1 in the series. And they won the game 4-3, and they just beat the Bruins in the series 4-3. Yeah, you don't see that every day. That's what I said. I looked at that. Bannon had his first major league hit already against Baltimore last year. Is that true? The Bruins won. I can't believe that the Boston won. Yeah. Yeah, the Panthers won. Did I say Bruins won? No, I meant to say that the Panthers beat Boston. They scored in overtime. Man, that's crazy. All right, before we go to the 9th inning, before we get into the play-by-play of everything, make sure you guys like, make sure you guys subscribe, hit the bell icon too, so that way you know when I upload. We do this for Phillies games, and we do it for Sixers games as of right now. We'll be going on after the game tonight for a post-series podcast, and you can join the Discord server, link down below. Gabe will also provide the link as well for you guys to join. And, yeah, so I can't believe that Boston lost. That's crazy. All right, top of the 9th inning for the Phillies. 4-3. They are down by 1. Can we get to 340 by the end of this? I think we can. Cody Clemens is due up, and Stanek is going to pitch the 9th inning. Or actually, sorry, Ryan Presley is coming in to pitch. Whatever happens in the 9th, we won the series. Alrighty, no balls, 1 strike to Cody Clemens. And the 0-1 pitch, it's in the dirt and down inside for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike to Cody, who hit a solo home run back in the 5th inning to left field. He has homered in 2 straight games in his hometown. Presley winds up in the 1-1. That's a ground ball that's hooked foul down the first base line. Presley has a 4.35 ERA this season. It's been a little bit high for his standards, but he's pitched in 11 games, and he's gone 10 1/3 of an inning, and has 2 saves on the season. He's looking for his 3rd. Can the Phillies spoil his party? 1 ball, 2 strikes, and the pitch to Clemens. Up high and outside for a ball. A 4-seam fastball at 95 miles per hour. 8, 9, and 1 were due up in this 9th inning for the Phillies. Sosa waits on deck. The 2-2 pitch. That's line foul down the first base line again. Presley does have a .77 whip, though. Nobody on, nobody out. In the top of the 9th, the Phillies trail 4-3. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Clemens. Presley winds up in the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. And Presley is able to get a strikeout as Cody Clemens is able to strike out on a slider that was just a little bit down low. He got fooled on that pitch. 2 and 1 away in the top of the 9th. And that slider is absolutely incredible. Here's Edmundo Sosa, the first pitch. Another swing and a miss. And the count is 0-1. A fastball at 96 miles per hour. Presley is 34 years old. He's from Dallas, Texas, playing in his home state. The 0-1 pitch in the dirt and outside for a ball. Presley has been pretty dominant over his last 5 innings. 1 ball, 1 strike, and the pitch to Sosa. Sosa just fouls that one off towards the right field side. Phillies trying to sweep the Houston Astros, but they are 2 outs away from losing this game. 1 out, nobody on in the top of the 9th as the Phillies trail 4-3. Sosa up in the batter's box for the Phils. And the 1-2 pitch. Swinging a ground ball that goes up the middle. The shortstop fields it on the hop, throws over to first in time for out number 2. So Pena was able to get over to it. I thought maybe Sosa had a chance of getting that one up the middle, and now there's 2 outs in the top of the 9th. Nice play by Jeremy Pena just to get over the baseball, and the Phillies are down to their final out. Bryson Stott due up at the plate. He singled back in the 7th inning. One more time, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you guys are brand new. Stott comes up. Phillies down to their final out. The first pitch, it's down low and inside for a ball. Stott is 1 for 4 tonight. He flew out to center, struck out, grounded out over to third, and got on with a single. The 1-0. Swing and a miss on a curveball that was inside and low. 82 miles per hour by Ryan Presley. Astros bullpen has been very solid for the most part all season long. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 seconds left on the pitch clock, and the 1-1 pitch. There's a ground ball over to shortstop. Pena fields it on the hop, throws over to first in time for out number 3. 1, 2, 3 go the Phillies in the top of the ninth, and that'll do it in Houston. As the Astros avoid the sweep, the Phillies do take the series, but they lose tonight by a final score of 4-3. Not too much offense, but the Phillies bullpen was great in this game, but the Astros were able to get a hold of Bailey Falter, and that's why they won this game. And they're able to take this game, and now they are 15-3 on the season, 15-13, I should say. Meanwhile, the Phillies are now 15-14. So that's going to wrap things up here. But we'll be back on tonight for the post-series pod at 11:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Don't forget to join the Discord server down below if you want to give your thoughts. And come on for a voice chat. We can talk about this series, and I'll get you guys to come on after I give my opening monologue. We also are going to have the Sixers game tomorrow night, and we'll be going on for that at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. And yeah, man, that's it. My name is Jason Joseph. This is Play by Play with JJ. We reached our goal tonight with 330 subscribers, and continue to grow on here, man. It's been 4 months, and very proud. Continue to be proud of the work that we continue to put in. The grind never stops, man. So, I'll take the series win. I'll take that too, Cousin David. Thanks for coming on here. I appreciate it. All right, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go catch my breath a little bit, but I will catch you all tonight, hopefully, and tomorrow as well for the Sixers game. Peace out. Have a good night. Lila Tov.